morning, everybody. How you doing? How come I got these headphones on? Anybody know? What?
They didn't give you the different ones, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I could wear these. These don't feel so bad. Yeah, I like these better, though. Let me try these. You know what? Let me take a break and I'll get all organized. It's Monday. Takes a second. We'll be back right after these words. I had some sex this weekend. Just thought I'd announce that. I hadn't had sex in like 3 weeks, and I said to my wife, all right, tonight you're going to get it. It was Saturday night. And
that's how you make love.
Yeah.
Hey, you're going to get it tonight.
You're going to get it tonight. And she was like, okay. And then all of a sudden, when the nighttime came, she goes, we can't have sex. I just had my period. I go, how is it possible that you always have your period?
She got it right then.
Right then and there. And she knows I don't mess with that.
Oh, dear.
That's not my scene.
Well, what do you mean you had sex then?
Well, then she handled me another way.
Oh,
yeah. She did a good job, too.
She polished you off?
Yeah. Felt good, too.
Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder what it'd be like to be single, though, and, get polished off every 2 minutes by some different girl. I sure wonder about that.
Yeah. We should take the halfway step.
Which is what?
And think about someone else while you're doing it.
Yeah, no, I don't dare do that. Because that'll be the end of my marriage.
What do you mean that? Oh, you really think that would be the first step toward doing it?
Yeah, in other words, I wouldn't even want to be with my wife if I had to think about somebody else. That's just so wrong.
You don't have to.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to think about that.
And you control your mind while this is nothing. I mean, it couldn't possibly flash in.
No, it's not that I control my mind. It just doesn't happen.
Really?
But one thing you'll learn about me, Robin.
Yes.
When I make love to you, I'm thinking about you. And that's more than most guys can say.
I wouldn't care.
Yeah. As long as it was good, right?
That's right.
Well, that's awfully big of you. No, but I'm just telling you the way I operate.
Okay.
I'm with the person I'm with.
All right.
I love the one I'm with. And I've been with the same one for 20 years.
You can't get that face out of your head. Maybe if you went with somebody else, you'd still be thinking about her.
Yeah, you're locked in.
Yeah.
That's about
I don't know about you guys. I don't feel right. Even if I had the conscience to cheat on my wife, I would figure I'd bring home some disease to her, and then she'd be really pissed.
Oh, no. She would be pissed if you slept with somebody.
Yeah.
The disease.
That would really.
Don't forget about it. That's beyond piss.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this beard is driving me nuts.
Is it?
I'm going to shave it off. I hate facial hair.
Well, what about, is the lip bothering you? Maybe
Oh.
that hair under your chin.
Everything is bothering me. It's so stupid.
It's actually past where it didn't look. It looks fine now.
Does it?
You're past the scraggle.
Oh, but I don't know. It just makes me feel so ugly. I mean, I feel ugly enough. I don't need something else helping me along.
You literally feel it.
Yeah, I feel ugly. I feel ugly. Oh, so ugly. I don't know. There's no way this movie's going to start shooting by December 14th.
And you're going to have that hair for a long time.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking of just taking it off because I can see already. There's no deadline going to be made here.
Oh, no.
Things are a mess.
Really?
Well, of course. You know that.
How would I know?
People, I don't know. I listen, I've never made a movie before, but these guys, I don't know what they're... I mean, every week they go, okay, we're going to start shooting. There's no script yet.
But I thought you said you had 110 pages.
Yeah, 110 pages don't mean they all go in a row. You know what I mean? It's not ready yet. It's just not ready.
Oh, I see. It's 110 pages, not 110 pages of a script.
It's just, I don't know. I don't want to... I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
What'd you do this weekend? Did you work on it again?
No, I didn't do anything.
Took the weekend off?
Took the weekend off. I just watched TV the whole weekend.
Wow.
And like a man having a nervous breakdown, I sat in front of a TV and drooled. Yeah. Oh, man.
my.
Oh, my is right.
Oh, my.
TV wasn't even on.
Oh, stop. That's really bad.
Yeah.
You're watching a box that's not working.
No, I finally, first of all, I've been so busy that I've never even gotten to see Beverly Hills 90210 this season because...
You're kidding.
No, I had to tape all of them. So I finally sat down. I had a Beverly Hills 90210 marathon.
Okay.
That is the most fantastic show. I don't know if everyone...
I can't believe you could say that.
I got to tell you something. I don't get to see a lot of TV because I'm pretty busy and I go to bed early. But this show is so good, so well done. And the acting is so good.
Why doesn't it
And let me tell you
affect
something.
me at all?
Let me tell you something.
All right.
And I don't watch Melrose Place anymore. I'm done with it.
Really?
It's gotten so bad. And I'll tell you the difference, all right? You want to know the difference? You want to hear
Well,
it?
I don't see it with either one, but you tell me.
Oh,
what's
there's a big
going on.
difference. And Melrose Place, by the way, the ratings went down this year. And Beverly Hills is up, and I know exactly why. I was a big fan of Melrose Place.
Yes, you were.
I loved it.
Talked it up constantly.
Because the whole show was guys and girls making out and then, like, getting tired of each other and then making out with someone else and
yeah, it was
swapping
pretty
off.
funny because they were all in this one apartment.
Yeah, and it was fine, but it was fine. I could suspend belief. That doesn't. It's just like Beverly Hills 90210. Everyone's 30 years old, but I can believe they're in college. You know. So
See,
the thing
I have
is,
a problem with that.
no, I have no problem with that. It's, Beverly Hills 90210 is great. Like Tori Spelling is wearing belly shirts every day and little short dresses, and
Yes.
she has 2 boyfriends, and she can't decide which boyfriend she wants. That's the kind
That's
of
the
stuff.
kind of thing you love.
I love that. Listen, that's the kind of TV I like. And then, there's a new girl on the show, and she's with Dylan, but Dylan...
Right, you were very worried that Brenda was leaving and you wouldn't have anything to
The
watch.
show is better than ever. Now, Melrose Place has become like Dynasty was. Every week they got a guy, one guy gets hit by a car. The police are trying to track him down.
He's got amnesia. Huh?
Yeah, 3 women are suspects.
Too much side action.
Oh, it's side action. Another guy's going to be blown up on his own boat.
Too much plot is what.
Yeah.
Another woman was raped by a guy, and now the parents want custody of the baby, and it's like, oh,
What fun.
yeah, I'm not having a good time. I want to see young couples flirting with each other.
Yes,
and
it's about love.
Yeah, no heavy storyline, just fun.
Yeah, you don't want to learn anything. You don't need to get a moral lesson.
Like maybe some sexual harassment. You know, it's like one of the guys has a beautiful boss and she's coming on to him. That was fine last year. That was good. But now it's like people are going to be killed and
blown up.
Yeah,
car crashes.
Yeah, it's just so bad. They don't know what they're doing. Damn, they ruined that show. I can't even watch. I said to my wife, you don't have to tape it for me anymore. I'm done with it.
You know what might have happened? That Aaron Spelling had to put all of his interest into 90210 since they were having so many problems.
Maybe.
That he left Melrose Place on its own, and it's gone crazy.
It's awful. It's an awful show. It's as bad as all these other shows.
Well, like I said, I don't get it. I have no desire. Even after this big build-up, I have no desire to see what's going on.
No, you don't need to. You're out of it. You don't need to watch it. I want cleavage, plenty of white female ass. I even like guys, you know, just like guys picking up girls.
Guy ass, huh?
Yeah. My rule is don't stray from the main objective of the show, which is boners.
Oh.
If I have one, I'm there.
Oh.
Right, Mommy.
And you get this from regular TV.
Right. No, I just like romance shows. I don't like, you should see it. Anyone who watches these shows knows what I'm talking about. Melrose Place has become this ridiculous show where, you know, there's too much, oh my God. I mean, people are being plotted against and killed, and Heather Locklear's father is trying to blow up Jake on his boat. I mean, what kind of storyline is that?
You don't even care about those two.
It doesn't even, there's not an ounce of reality in it. Just show me relationships. People trying to get along in the real world. Dickheads.
The real world? What world are you talking about?
Oh, stop it.
The real
You understand. The real TV world. It's unreal what's going on. Imagine this plot line. Daphne Zamukis, whatever her name is.
Zamika.
Whatever. She's with a guy, and she's dating him.
Mm-hmm.
He gets her pregnant. Turns out he's a dope smuggler. She kills him because he locks her up in the boat when she finds out and tries to kill her. Then she finds out she's pregnant, and the parents of the guy who did her are now suing for custody of the child.
This is good.
Yeah, like what court is going to give the parents that raised a dope smuggler custody? Oh, for Christ's sakes. I don't want to see pregnant women. I just want to see...
You don't even want to see sex ending in pregnancy.
No. Oh, for God's sake.
Shouldn't do that.
So that's what I did all weekend. I did a thesis on Beverly Hills 90210 versus Melrose Place. And thumbs up to Beverly Hills 90210. Thumbs down to Melrose Place.
Well, you love that show so much, I'm glad they fixed it for you.
Yep. Oh, it's a great show. I'm there this week.
You like the whole college thing?
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
It's great.
Well,
in fact, What's that guy's name? He's running for, he's the student council president, I'm proud to say.
I can't believe it.
What's that guy that we know? Patrick, what the hell's that kid's name?
Oh,
Oh, for crying out loud.
good-looking
Not Luke Perry, the other one.
Oh, the other one.
Brian.
No.
Patrick Duffy.
No.
What?
What's his name?
I don't know.
How could you dump stuff?
We had him on the show. Jason Patrick.
Jason Priestley.
Jason Priestley,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
He's the student council president.
We've got amnesia.
No.
It does work.
What am I going to do, memorize everyone's name?
He's running for student council president?
No, he won.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy for him. I heard, there's a whole big... See, I only get the scuttlebutt about the shows, and everybody's talking about the new hairstyles this year.
Yes. Yeah, well, Tori Spelling looks like a truck ran over her face with that new hairstyle. She's got to get back into bangs.
Is that right?
Yeah. That's all right. She got a good body. But she wears like little dresses and stuff. She looks good. Oh.
And this new girl who came to take Brenda's place is okay with you.
She's all right. Her face is a little full. But she's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They put their dress up in little dresses.
You are amazing.
Yeah.
It is amazing to me what entertains you.
And Tori has a new boyfriend, this guy who sings and plays guitar.
Ugh.
He's a construction worker. But
Next thing you know, he'll have an album out, and we'll be hearing
Yeah,
the
he's the
awful
guy-
music on the radio.
he's the guy from that other show that had a hit.
Oh, no.
You know that? Why do we did it in the Angels? Remember that? Yeah, I don't know the name
I
of the
don't
show.
even know what
There's a
you're
whole
talking
history
about.
to this. Hey, I like Beverly Hills 90210. That's
But
my kind of show.
I hate it when those guys get record contracts.
I know. It's the kind of life I wish I had had. What is Beverly Hills 90210? I was a popular guy, and girls were like interested in me without me having to do too much
You
work.
had a clique.
Yeah,
that
like
you
a
hung out
gang,
with.
like a really nice gang.
cool clique.
Yeah, it's the life I wanted to have that I never enjoyed.
I can't believe you're still hung up on that.
Oh, very. Well, because now I'm married, and now I could have that kind of life, and I don't even get to have it.
But I mean, it was high school, Howard.
I know. I want high school. I want to go back to high school and do it right. I want my whole life to be different.
Amazing.
Yeah. Screw everyone. It's too late for anything to go back. You're on the air.
Hey, how you doing?
Lousy.
Howard?
My whole life is Beverly Hills 90210. How do you think I'm doing?
He escaped
like-
into Beverly
Howard,
Hills.
You have to buy the Mad magazine. You're in it.
Which one?
The new one that just came out.
I'm in there every month.
Yeah.
Which is a real that's a real turn on for me because I was a big fan of Mad Magazine when I was a kid.
Howard, I love it. I went
But why am I in there? What am I doing in there?
Alfred P. Newman, whatever the guy who draws the pictures, it's his face in your body.
How do you what?
Alfred E. Newman, you mean?
Yeah, Alfred E. Newman.
How could you call him Alfred T. Newman?
Newman, and you read the magazine.
I look at it.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, Alfred E. Newman it's not Alfred T. Newman. How could you get that initial wrong? How could you not know it's Alfred E. Newman?
All I know it was Howard, and then it said Newman, and I was like rolling.
Howard Newman?
Yes, it's your body, your hair, and his face. It's a classic pose. They should.
Oh, he's really loving it.
Look at this guy. He's still laughing. You're easily amused.
This is better. Butt bongo or that?
All right. Well, I'll pick up. Is that the cover?
No, it's the cover has Shaquille O'Neal, Hillary Clinton, and
Hitler.
somebody else.
And who?
And somebody
Hillary
else.
Clinton, Shaquille O'Neal, and two other people. Oh, who else is in it? David Letterman.
Mm-hmm.
So it's you and Letterman.
So am I in the cover?
No, you're in the middle with like three other people.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll pick a copy up.
Okay, take care, Howard.
All right.
Robin, take care.
Bye.
Oh, shut up. It's pretty cool to be in Mad Magazine, though.
That's great.
Yeah. I like that.
He just reminded me that I was in a garage the other day,
Yeah.
and these two guys who, I mean, they were Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
These two kids came in. One of them had, the gums and the braces.
Yeah.
And his hair was just a mess. The other one was a mess, too, and they were sitting there waiting for the car, and then this ratty, banged-up car was brought up, and they got in it, and as soon as they tried to take off, it stalled.
Yeah.
It was just like Beavis and Butthead standing there in front of you, and everybody in the garage was having that same thought at the same time.
Why'd you bring that up?
Because that guy reminded me of a sort of Beavis and Butthead kind of character.
Ow!
Really? Because that story really didn't go anywhere. Right? Am I right?
My son tells me she saw them in the parking garage and said, well, I'll work this in on Monday.
No, I didn't see them this weekend, silly. It just came into my head, and then I realized, there's no end to
You were
this
in trouble
story.
halfway through that story. I knew that wasn't going to go anywhere.
Sorry.
She saw Beavis and Butthead. Well, you know, if they crashed into your car, I can understand it.
No, thank goodness my car wasn't there.
You're on the air.
Good morning, King and Queen of all media.
Yes.
A few things I'd like to talk to you about.
Is this
First-
Glenn?
Yes, it is.
All right, quickly.
Okay, Rolling Stone, Aerosmith, Steve.
Yeah, I saw that. Go ahead, next.
Okay, Leno's in town, and it was real weird. I ran into him last night walking in front of Broadway by Letterman's show, and I was wondering if he was going to come on the show this week with you.
He's certainly welcome to. I mean, I don't know that we haven't booked. Thank you for the call.
Okay, one other question?
Quickly.
You're the best. Thank you.
Oh, that's not a question.
Miami, you're on the air. I knew he had nothing to say. Miami, you're on the air.
Howard,
Yes.
you're God.
Thank you.
Man, I don't even know why you bother talking about Ron and Ron. Ron and moron.
All right. How old are you?
How old am I? 26.
Oh, you're a woman.
Yeah.
I thought you were a little kid or
I
something.
just woke up.
You live in Miami?
Yeah, unfortunately. From New York. Been whining that you have to come down here for,
You good looking?
they say, some. Not really. Okay.
What?
What, are you Jewish?
Yeah, can you tell?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So, what can you do about it? Gotta live with it, you know?
How do you
What?
smell?
How do I smell?
Are you good?
With my big nose?
No, I said, no. What, good self-image. No, I said, how do you smell? You're a girl of 26. I mean, have you been through the mill? Or
Do you
still,
smell yet?
Do you smell pretty good?
Yeah, I smell pretty good, you know. Shower regularly.
Yeah. Douche.
Oh, Howard.
Hey, I called her a douche. What do you want from
Only
me?
in Florida.
Perrier. You sound a little heavy, are you?
No, I just woke up.
How much you weigh?
100 pounds.
Really?
5, yeah.
100 pounds.
5'6".
5'6", 100 pounds?
Uh-huh.
Wow, nice body, huh?
I would say so.
You wear a bikini?
Of course.
Down in Florida, you just walk around in bikinis and stuff?
I was out in the pool yesterday tanning.
Really?
Yeah.
What's cup size?
Well, I'm little.
A?
B.
B on a 100-pound frame is not bad, 5'6".
Well, thank you, Howard.
Nice and pert. Probably
It's
has
about all you really can support, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you know...
A B probably looks like a C on you because you have such a narrow background.
Actually, I have a relative that's like 4'11" with like a triple D, so got to see that one when the wind blows.
So you walk around in bathing suits all day?
Well, not at work. You know, it doesn't go over well.
Right. And can you wear a thong?
I could, but I won't. You know, whenever my underwear creeps up there, you got to pull it out, so it doesn't seem like it would be that comfortable.
I mean, 100 pounds. How often do you puke?
Only when I'm really drunk.
Yeah.
Gave that up, though.
And you enjoy sex?
Very much so, thank you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And do you?
When
No, I've heard about you.
When I get it, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's sad.
It is sad.
So why...
You get it from a lot of different guys?
No.
You got a boyfriend?
Yeah.
How long you had him?
6 years.
Oh, you're like me.
Tell me about it.
What does he weigh, 90 pounds?
No, 400. No.
Have you ever had lesbianism?
No, not into that. No.
Who do you look like?
Who do I look like? Jennifer Grey?
Really?
Yeah.
She's a dog.
Oh,
Thanks.
Oh, not with her new nose job.
You look like Jennifer Grey with her. Do you look like her from Dirty Dancing when she played Baby, or with her new nose job?
Which one is her with her new I think from Baby.
Oh boy. Oofa.
I thought she was kind of cute, Howard.
Well, I can barely hear you because of this bad phone connection, so I'm gonna have to hang up.
Okay, bye,
All
Howard.
right, bye-bye. I was gonna get into it more with her, but I couldn't take the phone connection.
I was out of it a long time ago.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Very difficult to hear.
handle that.
All right, I got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. I was watching the E! Show over the weekend, the one with the electric comic book.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
I told you that was fun. When I saw it, I said, I knew that was funny.
Watching me and the two guys from my 6th grade band stand there and play our songs.
Yeah, and when you got up and got behind the drum.
Yeah, I didn't realize how funny that was. I would have kept going.
That was pretty bad drumming, too.
Well, I'm not a drummer by trade.
I don't know what you were hitting, the rims?
I know, I couldn't even hit the drum. It's hard to hit that thing.
Yeah, you got up, you thought you could do that solo.
Well, I can, but I haven't drummed in a while, in my defense.
All right. Sounded like you were playing the kitchen pots and pans.
All right, you want to hear what went on over the weekend with Baba Fuhi? He was starting to tell me. I said, why don't you just tell me on the air?
Okay, sure.
Does anybody want to know what John Wayne Bobbitt does at his appearances?
Yeah, I was wondering. Does he strip?
Yes, to a degree.
No, stop it.
But it's really weird. It's really a weird
Gary
thing.
did an appearance with John Wayne Bobbitt at some porno club.
The Paradise Club, right?
What is Paradise Club? Is that a girls' club or a...
It's a strip club for men, which means girls get naked there.
Right.
Guys don't get naked
So
there.
why would a bunch of guys want to see John Wayne Bobbitt get naked?
I'm still not sure, but there were also a lot of women
I guess
there.
a lot of guys want... Oh, they were?
Yeah, there were a lot of women there that were curious.
Yeah, and I guess guys want to see the scar and everything.
Maybe if you get a bunch of women who you can pick up into the place, more men will be happy because they can't get the strippers.
Well, I know on our New Year's show, I really wanted to see what it looked like. I was curious.
Oh, I think everybody would want to see that.
So what happens? He comes out and what does he do? Does he tell jokes or something?
No. He comes out and I introduce him, and the club gave him a Golden Knife Award, and he takes his plaque. So then I said, now some women are going to come out, for John. So basically they put him in a chair, they handcuff him. It's sort of like a bachelor party. It's a lot like a bachelor party.
Right.
They handcuff him, and then they take all his clothes off.
Yeah.
But he's not completely naked. He's just got like this little tiny G-string on.
Yeah.
Like this little thing that just covers his
genitals.
His genitals, but nothing else. So like his butt's hanging out and everything.
Yeah. But doesn't everyone want to see his penis? Isn't
right,
that
but
the point?
you don't get to see that. So then the girls they spray whipped cream all over him and they lick it off, and he's sitting there, just sort of with his hands cuffed.
And is it possible to see if something is happening in that little G-string?
Yes, it is possible, and nothing was.
Really? The guy doesn't even
and
get
I wasn't
aroused.
staring. It's just that obvious.
Wow.
It didn't look like it. So then they have a shower there because, of course, these clubs are so filthy that you go into the shower and the girls all soap themselves up. So they.
What do you mean the clubs are filthy?
It's the whole act is so dirty that they get girls, go in there and they they're naked.
I thought you were making a Board of Health comment.
No. And the girls go in there and they get naked and they press against the glass and everything.
Right.
But in this case, they just take the chair with John Bobbitt handcuffed to it and they move it into the shower and they have glow-in-the-dark shampoo and they sort of shampoo John up.
Yeah, but if I'm a guy, why do I want to see John having fun?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
And who are these girls? Do they travel with him? Is this part of an
No.
act he has together?
These were just the club strippers.
I see.
But they handle it impromptu, Robin.
Oh.
But he was telling me that he's booked into a gay club in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And it's really weird because there's 1 million people around him. And
what kind of dough does he get for doing that?
I don't know. But Jack Gordon was there with him.
Oh yeah.
And there's 1 million people around. Robin Bird was there with him.
Yeah.
He's got this whole big entourage. And then he said to me on the side, I'm not doing I'm not doing a homo club. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes later, he said, well, I'll do it, but I got to have a girl by my side at all times so that, no guys think that I'm into that sort of thing. And then next thing you know, he's like, yeah. And I go, John, we're going down to Atlanta. He's like, yeah, Atlanta. I don't even think he knows where he's going.
Yeah, right. He's out of it. Did Jack Gordon strip at all?
No, he didn't.
No?
He didn't.
Did he try to pick up John Wayne? From those things we were reading last week in the press. He's ordering gay magazines.
Yeah, but he's not gay.
It's just, I was saying to the guys outside, it's sort of weird. It's like sometimes Jessica Hahn would do really weird stuff, and you sort of had the impression that Jessica knew what she was doing and she just made that decision to do it.
Yeah.
And you get the impression that John's not totally aware of what's going on.
Right. Well, he wants to make some dough.
You know what? It's very funny because I saw him on another talk show not too long ago, and now Jack's son, who is his manager, sits with him with his arm around John's chair the whole time, like John is his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And every time John gets a question from the audience, the guy answers.
Right. They don't want John answering. Nobody wants John to answer.
Do you think he pushes the back of his neck and that means shut up?
Yeah. How long before we see John Wayne at the Donkey Show? You know what I mean? John Wayne Bobbitt Donkey Show.
Donkey Show.
Because it doesn't take much convincing. He goes, I'm not going to a homo club. And then 2 seconds later, well, I'm going to the homo club.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not going to do a porno movie. I'm doing a porno movie.
Yeah, right.
but I'm only going to do one.
Yeah.
Until the next one.
Right.
Did you think Gary was going to say that you could go up on stage and for an extra $20 he'd like pull out the front of his suit and you could look down?
That hadn't occurred to me, but there's a good idea.
That's next.
Yeah.
I do that before I do a gay club.
He'll be doing Polaroids.
So was the crowd into it, or were they just pissed off?
No, the crowd wasn't pissed off at all. It was like curiosity seekers, and they just seemed. A lot of people just wanted to see what John Wayne Bobbitt looked like in person.
I see. All right. Well, there you go. And then
I did hear them saying that he was supposed to go to alcohol and drug classes or something.
Oh, for when he got into jail or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's supposed to go to class for that.
So anyway, Gary brings Stuttering Vic with him because Stuttering Vic wanted to go to the Paradise Club, and Gary figures, hey, anybody who works for free for us should get some perks. So he gets whatever interns want to go, he lets them go.
Mm-hmm.
So where is Stuttering Vic? Is he here this morning?
Yeah.
You got to hear this. Stuttering Vic, don't you think of Stuttering Vic as like this little innocent kid?
I don't know what to think of him.
Great.
What, did you get a haircut? Stuttering Vic got a haircut.
I think he put his head in a pencil sharpener.
How much did you pay for that haircut?
I didn't.
Who did that to you?
I was going to try to comb it straight down, but it looked really bad after I got the haircut, so I went back to the...
You got really weird
all
hair.
The way.
Your hair comes all the way down almost to your eyebrows.
He lost the bet.
It looked a lot funnier on Friday night, so I can tell you.
Well, actually, he's the only one who didn't like it. Hazel, he liked it a lot.
Who liked it?
Hazel?
Hazel?
No. The other intern. Basil. Baz liked it.
Basil.
Yeah, he liked it, and
he's
at 25, right? So I like his opinion more than Gary's.
Right.
Do you know what Stuttering John said the other night? He said that he never thought, the entire time he worked here, he never thought stuttering was funny.
Yeah.
He couldn't understand why we laughed, and then he heard Vic, and he thinks that's really funny.
Yeah, well, Vic doesn't stutter enough for me.
I know.
I know.
He just
I'm
has
not on
that
the air
funny
enough.
mouth thing.
Yeah, I love his technique.
Yeah, that lip starts going.
So anyway, Vic goes with Gary to this Paradise Club.
Well, he's been asking everybody to take him to Scores and this place and that place.
He's really, really horny.
Does Vic know we know about this?
Horny?
No.
Oh, okay. So anyway, Vic is going through the club. Was Vic drunk?
No, see, this wasn't with me. He did this with Gorilla the week before at Expo, where Gorilla works.
All right. So anyway, we hear back about Vic's exploits, and I always think of Vic as like this sweet little guy. You know?
It's hard to to put those stories together with him and all the drinking and everything.
Yeah.
I know I've had problems.
Was he loaded when he was doing this?
Probably, yeah.
All right. Anyway, so Vic, maybe it's because he's Indian or something. I think he's spiritual or something. I don't know what it is,
You're
but
buying that whole.
I don't know what it is, but anyway.
Set up?
What?
Am I being set up?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, what happened, Gorilla? Vic starts going through the club looking for women.
At this Club Expo, there's nothing but beautiful girls there.
Right.
And, Vic, the first couple times Vic was there, he was scamming on every girl. He even scammed on one of the interns that brought a girl.
Don't give me the life story.
But anyway.
Where's Gary? Gary, give me this story. Why do I have Gorilla?
I'll get to it.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
All right.
There was this bartender there that everybody was talking to. Vic started talking to her, and then I hadn't seen her in 2 weeks, and I saw her on Friday, and she goes, Stuttering Vic called me. I said, you gave him your phone number? He goes, yeah, he said he was producing this thing, and he needed me.
Vic evidently goes through the club and tells girls he's producing a news program. He says, in addition to being...
I'm not lying.
You're not?
I am going to be starting it next year.
Next year?
Yeah, I'm serious.
And he's doing the research now.
What news program?
No, it's on public access.
So Vic claims... Yeah, sure. So Vic says he's having some news program. Listen to this.
It's on public
It's not a news program.
Yeah, and in 1999, I'm going to have my own variety show, okay? You know what I mean?
Sure, you're looking for girls, too.
Yeah, so Vic goes up to this really hot girl and says...
She's telling everybody she's an actress.
Right.
Well,
So Vic immediately moves in, and he's now a producer of a news program. And he tells her...
You make it sound so phony, but it's real.
Man.
But then he calls her 3 times. She didn't want to give him her number.
Right.
She didn't want. Then why did she hand it to me in the first place?
Because she's an actress. She told me, she goes, I figure, you know what? If you give up one thing, you just never know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So she
gave Vic her number.
Just out of pure, a chance, one in a million.
Maybe he is for real.
Yeah, exactly. So he called her 3 times. Finally, she called him back, and he goes, well, we already have somebody, but, we'd like to keep you on file.
Well, that's true. I mean, I've been trying this out for over 2 months.
You're calling her on the weekend all weekend, and you called her like 3 times.
I called her twice, and the second time I called her was because we already had 2 other people lined up, and I thought she might want to one last chance at it.
The show takes place in a year, though.
No, it starts in January. You need to start up a little bit earlier than that.
It's starting in January this year?
What is this
if
thing?
we get
And
time.
what is the name of this show? Oh, If We Get Time.
If we get the time on public access. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
so you don't even
you
know
have
if
to,
you have the time.
You have to apply for it first, and
You'd rather just get girls for the show.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, it's a good scheme.
Why didn't you admit you were just trying to impress the girl?
No, because it's for real. All right, fine. I was
What
just
is
trying to
this
impress the
show?
girls.
Why don't you be honest?
show?
What's the name of the show?
I don't have a name yet.
You mean you don't have a name for the show that starts in January?
I have a
What's it supposed
concept.
to be?
What is the concept? A news show?
No, it's a show about like clubs in New York and just entertainment in general.
Oh, I see.
And what do you need this girl for?
I need people to go out and film stuff. You know, I'll give them a camcorder, like a hi-8 camcorder, and we'll go out and film whatever's interesting, and then we edit it and we.
The concept
public
is
access.
get laid. You know it. You were trying to get laid, you dog. Say it. Why don't you admit it?
That's not true.
There's plenty of girls you could get to do that. You just don't
If
even
you would have saw this girl, there was no chance in hell that he was just trying to, put her on TV.
All right. So anyway, that's what Vic was doing last weekend.
Vic lies is what you're saying.
Yeah, stuttering Vic.
I have a
This is
show.
such a joke.
This
I
is
have
such
a show.
joke.
I'm a producer.
I'm a producer. You can't even say producer, let alone be a producer.
That's why I say I create the show. I run the show. I don't say I don't say I produce the show. I just say I'm running a show or I created a show and
All
it's
right.
starting in January. and all
Very
that.
good. All right. So that's Vic's angle. All right.
boy.
He always has a show and there's girls and.
Great. Now I'm totally shot. Everywhere I go, it's going to be, yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, of
yeah,
course.
right.
That scam never works. My
You'll
friend.
think of another story. You're a movie producer.
You better set your sights a little lower. Was she really hot? This girl? Was she really hot? Gorilla's out of it.
There's a girl.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, she was definitely hot.
There's a girl on the phone who said that Vic was give you what Vic's line was at Club Expo.
Uh-oh.
Vic tried to pick you up at Club Expo?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Who's this, Andrea?
No, it's Elisa.
Who's Elisa?
I didn't give you my name. I just kind of laughed.
No, who are you? I don't think I ever talked to you.
Oh, calm down.
Calm down, Vic.
Actually, you did. You came up to me a few times, and the last
way.
time I was standing by the door near the bar, near the exit door.
No, you're making this all up.
No, I'm not.
Sounds right to me.
Listen,
Girl, you weren't even there.
What are you talking about? I worked there.
Yeah, you work on the other side of it.
Oh, I wasn't working there.
What doesn't ring true about her story? That you asked her several times?
No, he came up to me and he said, "I'm a very important celebrity."
I never ever say that. I never
Yes,
name
you
drop on
did.
it. No, I
You had a
didn't. You're
friend
so
there and you
phony.
confirmed
Hang
it
up on her,
was
Howard. She's lying.
Oh, wait, let me hear the story.
Wait a minute.
Let me hear what you
Screaming.
did. You protest too much, man. Tell me, are you telling the truth?
I swear
All right,
to
what did
God.
Vic say to you?
He came up to me, actually came up a few times, and the last time he came up to me, and I swear to God in my life, he came up to me and he said, "I am a very important celebrity." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "No, I'm with the Stern Show." And then he said to his friend, he said, "Aren't I? I'm a very important celebrity." And his friend's going,
Who's my friend?
some tall guy, and he had like brown curly hair. And he's like, "He is. He's with the Stern Show."
Yeah, that was Howard. He was with me, right?
I don't know who. No, Howard.
Yeah, let me hear.
No,
Yes,
no,
then
not
what does
Howard.
he say? Then what does he say?
That's all he said.
Oh.
But I know you guys because I used to work at E, so
Right.
I know who you guys are, and I never knew that guy, so I knew. That's how I knew.
You knew he wasn't an important celebrity.
Well.
Poor Vic. Vic, tell the truth. That's a true story.
I never met this woman in my life before. I swear to God, and I never ever name drop. I never go and tell anyone, "Hey, I'm starting."
What does Vic look like?
He's got his hair in a ponytail. He was wearing jeans and a flannel shirt tied around his waist, and it wasn't this Friday.
Oh, that must have been Ralph.
No, I know Ralph.
Vic.
I met Ralph at the E taping.
Yeah, but Vic doesn't have a ponytail.
Yeah, and he doesn't dress like that.
Well, then somebody else is saying that.
Oh,
His hair's
okay.
with blonde hair in a...
No. Oh, that's Jackie, blonde hair and a I'm a very important celebrity.
I'm with the Stern Show.
No. See, Vic, just got to wait till she trips up. Mellow out.
Yeah, you don't have to scream and carry
Sorry.
on. We're not going to throw you out.
It was a lot funnier when it was true.
He was sweating.
Oh, well, some other girls will call it.
Push the panic button. That's funny. All right, Gorilla, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Gorilla.
The bartender was really good looking?
Oh, yeah, she was real good looking.
She wasn't paying attention.
She wants to play your wife in the movie.
Yeah, I bet she does.
Real cute.
Let's bring her down for an audition.
All right.
What is Vic's last name?
Stuttering.
That's his first name.
What is your last name?
Parekh.
Parekh?
Yeah, Parekh.
Stuttering Vic Parekh?
Something like that.
You can't even say his last name.
Parekh. I can't even say my first name either.
What do you mean?
Well, I stutter on V and P.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me hear you say your
your
name.
whole name.
Vic Parekh.
Oh, so you can say the name.
You just got me prepped, that's why.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It's like every time I call to order something on the phone.
It's hard.
Yeah, I actually have a card in another name, so I don't have to stutter when I say my name.
What's your first name?
Vic.
What's your last name?
Yeah, it's never been this bad.
It's unbelievable. So, you know what it is? You feel good because you can do it so easily.
And you just can't believe how hard it is for him.
Something I can do that he can't.
Say it again.
Come on, Parekh.
All right, very good. I got to take a break.
I don't know what it is.
Hold on.
What is it, Baba Buhai?
We probably could do this all morning.
Yeah.
But this is one of the girls that was in our New Year's Eve pageant.
Yeah.
She was at the Paradise Club on Friday night, and she would also like to tell you Vic's rap.
Oh.
Like UFOs riding.
Which girl is this?
Jackie, the lesbian ice sculptor.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Howard.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Another cute girl that Vic was trying to get, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, what did Vic say to you?
Well, the first thing he said was he introduced himself. I'm Stuttering Vic. I said, oh, you're the one. And then he asked me if I had a boyfriend. And when I told him I didn't, that I left that all behind in Albany, his first thing was, oh, I'm the producer of a show, and there might be something available for you.
Producer of his new show or this show?
He just said a show on public access.
Vic, you say this isn't true?
Yes, this isn't true. It did not happen in the way she was saying. First, never introduce myself as Stuttering Vic. It was Grillo's friend, Hello, Larry Green, said, he's her best friend, man.
Oh, so you did go up to her.
No, I was standing there, and Hello Green turns to me and says, are you Vic? And I'm like, yeah. And he turns to the girl, and he introduces us, right?
All right, and you said that you might have an opening?
No, I did not say that. And then, I just started making conversation like this and that because there's no one else to talk to. And sometimes she's like, well, I just moved up to
she's a very attractive girl. I can see what
you're... It was in the dark. I just make and she's normal. She's not that attractive.
She's not that attractive.
I guess Vic is getting supermodel.
I've seen her, yeah, right. I've seen her on the New Year's Day. She's pretty
it was
special.
dark and I have bad eyesight, so maybe I didn't see it right.
I see.
But she's lying and saying that I asked her if she had a boyfriend. I did not ask that. What I said was, it must be pretty hard to make such a drastic move from Albany to here. Yeah. And she was like, yeah, my social life is blah, 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 blah. I'm not dancing anymore. And I'm trying to get my act in live. I'm taking voice, I'm getting my voice lessons and this whole bit again. I mean, I was just trying to
So what did Vic say? He's a producer?
Yeah, he handed me his business card saying he's in creativity of electronic something or other, and asked me the first question, are you dating anyone? Are you seeing anyone? And I said, no, I left that all behind in Albany, and I'm not ready to get involved in anything.
So Vic, what's wrong with that?
Yeah. I didn't say it. There's nothing wrong with saying it, but I didn't say it. Yeah, right.
Did Vic seem bombed?
I really couldn't tell.
What is it, Papa Foley?
I'm just curious. Vic has a business card?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see it.
Vic, let me see your business card.
It's in my bag. It's in my wallet.
So why were you saying no? This isn't true. You do have a business card.
Yeah, I do have a business card. I did give it to her.
What is your business?
I do consulting work.
What is it?
Yeah.
Monkey business? What did you say?
I do consulting work for a computer company, like repair and all that. And I'm branching out into CD-ROMs.
So why would you give a stripper your business card?
Because she might be useful. Really, she might have a brain, and she could, host a show. Maybe she can hold a camcorder and even use it.
Let's see.
I don't know.
GA Creativity, Efficiency, and Electronic Publishing. I see. And you are the president of the company?
I'm the only one in the company.
Oh, I don't know. Vic's got moves. I don't know.
He's got scams going
on. You have many accounts? Have you done any business through this company?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for the call.
Thank you.
Right,
have a good morning.
Good morning.
He's saying he didn't do any of the stuff, but she has the card.
Yeah.
No, I did give her the card. I did talk to her about it, but not in the way she's saying. I did not ask her if she was dating somebody.
So how come you didn't score with her?
That's not good enough, I guess.
Right.
It's all right to try to pick up women, Vic. Why are you?
But not in the way she was saying it. She's making it sound like a girl over with a big sign saying, "Hi, I'm Stuttering Vic."
Vic is like, I think Stuttering Vic goes around saying he's a producer and has a business. He tries everything out.
Yes.
Because it's kind of hard to pick up girls when you're, just a regular college guy.
Yeah. He's got how many guys in college have business cards?
Yeah.
The ones that want to get laid.
And they're producers of a news program.
He's got that down to such a science. It's almost like, these quick draw guys.
Yeah.
He flips that card out there.
Wants to show the girls he's a little more happening than a college guy.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm Vic.
You ought to just start wearing a turban and bring a cobra with you and get into a whole Stuttering Vic thing. Play it up. Nehru jacket.
Yeah, act like you're really weird.
Yeah, and then girls would go for that. More than a business card for some computer. She's not going to buy that she's going to be in a computer company.
But
what, is she going to dance on top of one of your machines?
Yeah. I mean, what has she got to do with computers? All right, Vic, Gorilla, thank you. I don't want to hear any more about it. I just think it's kind of funny what Stuttering Vic is up to. Guy still hasn't gotten laid.
And he denies everything. I didn't do that.
I didn't do that.
And when he came in here, he only stuttered on 2 letters, and by the time he was through, he stuttered on every one.
Only V
and then the other big hijinks over the weekend was Stuttering John had, I didn't even know about this, was setting up Jackie for a scam.
I knew something was going on.
Yeah. You know about this? Hey, Stuttering John, come on in here. Ganji, come in here.
I caught Ganji there with the camera. I didn't know.
Jackie had a gig. Where was your gig this weekend?
My father's place.
My father's place in Queens. What was the scam you were running on, Jackie?
The scam was I got there early, and I went to the crowd and told everybody not to laugh the first 10, 15 minutes of Jackie's act. And by the end of the act...
So the whole thing about them owing you money was live from the very beginning?
Well, no, but I just knew that could be my guys in case you caught me there.
So listen to this. So all they got to do is stay out of Jackie's way to do this, okay? Right. So Jackie walks into the club, sees Stuttering John in the bathroom immediately.
He was the first person I saw. But that did make total sense to me.
Yeah, because I was supposed to be there anyway.
Saying, she owes me my money. Get my money.
Right.
And then I called him, said I might be there, so I was supposed to be there anyway. That was no problem.
All right, so you were there.
So I wasn't surprised.
And Ganji, you're supposed to be working a hidden camera, right?
Yeah.
And why does Jackie find you in 13 seconds?
No, but he was very sneaky. He had his back to me.
You couldn't tell it.
Ganji, do you lose at everything you do? I mean, are you totally lazy at everything?
Let me explain for 2 seconds.
Yeah, explain.
The club was very open. There's not much room to hide. I tried to hide in a room. They wouldn't let me stay in the room because they said it was busy or something like that.
Right.
So it's a very open club. So
why don't you wait in your car till Jackie goes on?
Because John showed up really late and I had to set this whole thing up. That's why.
I was.
John, you were there 2 seconds.
I was at 10 to 9. Jackie doesn't get on until what? 10:15.
Right, but we agreed to meet at 8 and set it up. So at 8:45, I went out into the club to set up.
Yeah. So what happened? Jackie walks in the club.
So I'm trying to hide, and as Jackie's walking around the club, because you figure Jackie's going to go to a room and just hang out, but Jackie's walking around the club. So as he's walking around the club, I'm walking.
I was at the sound booth, and I looked, and I saw Ganji across the way. I saw him with his back to me. I mean, I was kind of...
You're going to recognize the guy.
In my mind,
I mean, that's something. What did you do? What did you do? You got the whole audience in on it?
The whole audience ready to just yell for their money back after 10 minutes of not laughing and have Jackie, I figured, come on,
So Jackie called Ganji and said, hey, man, don't mess with my gig.
Don't mess with my career. Don't mess with my livelihood.
Don't mess with my livelihood.
Oh. No, I was pissed off because it was going to be a horrible gig.
How come you have no problem messing with my livelihood?
Because that was you.
Exactly. Jackie gets a little upset, but in the meantime, he has no problem, taking up hidden cameras for when I go out.
No.
Stealing puppets and hidden
How
cameras.
is that related?
He sees it as a different thing.
He really laid into I was scared.
What did he say to you?
Oh, he really... What did he get?
Oh, not physically.
No. I got
You know what it was? I knew that once I got on stage, it's not like I could leave the stage and come over and ask him to go away. So if I didn't try and get him to go away right then and there,
you were in trouble.
I was in trouble.
Right.
And to tell you the truth, it's a weird club. It's going to be hard enough on a Friday night with 250 drunken bums. They really didn't need to be inspired to be any worse. So I wasn't, and I wanted to do it. I know, and I wasn't.
You guys are such retards. You had the whole thing lined up. It's a great scam.
Howard, it was all set up perfectly.
And there are a million places to hide.
There's so many nooks and crannies.
You are so lame.
I was hiding.
Did you hear what Jackie just said? There's a million places to hide in that club.
I was
John,
hiding.
what do you mean? What are you saying? There is a million places to hide?
Yes, there is.
So what's wrong with him?
Because when I got back, it was so perfectly set up. I got back all psyched to hear what happened. Kenji goes, he found me. It's
How
over.
did he find you? Why didn't you hide?
I was hiding in a corner. Where was you?
Howard, where else could he have hidden?
Hold on.
Soundboard.
Hold on, Howard.
You were standing by the soundboard.
Wait a minute.
You stood by the soundboard?
Yes, you were.
Soundboard. No, hold on. Let me explain. Not only...
You weren't even there.
This is a club.
I left to make a look.
Guys.
Genji, what is your story?
It's unbelievable.
What my story? I was hiding on the opposite end of the club in a corner where he couldn't see me.
Howard, he saw you. You're at the soundboard.
Listen to me.
Walking around. I'm trying to freaking hide from a guy who's kept walking around the freak. You kept walking.
You know what annihilate?
Yeah.
There are a million tables. There's a stage. There's back rooms. There's ticket booths. There's the bar. There's 2 bathrooms. There's behind the bar. And I'm standing here, and here's all the tables. And there's an open aisle.
Yeah.
I'm at the soundboard. There's an aisle, and Genji's at the other end of the aisle with his back to me.
Oh, boy.
With his very back of his head. How are you going to miss it?
Way to hide, Genji.
Underneath the table he could have hid.
And standing there with
and
the camera.
you could never recognize that haircut. You know what I mean?
It's not like
if he had had a hat on, I would have never known in a million years.
And standing there with a camera.
With a camera. With his back to me. No, he's like this. He's like this.
Man.
He is pathetic. Don't send. You know what I mean? Don't. I told you he's the wrong guy for that job. You can't even work a camera.
And I did go ballistic on him. I admit that. But like I say, that was my only shot.
Right.
Oh, God, you didn't get that, Genji,
How soon did he break down and say why he was there?
No. I went off before he really had a chance to say too much. I didn't say go away, and he went, I'll leave. He was like, he was pretty forceful, like he wasn't going anywhere. He was like, he was a nudge, like he was going to stay no matter what. But I laid guilt into him.
If you're going to do a hidden camera thing, you got to hide.
And Scott's guy, the other guy, was standing right next to him. So if there was any doubt...
Why would you stand right in the aisle?
It's not the aisle. You have to understand what the place looks like.
You hide in a room.
You don't want somebody to go there with a camera and show him where you were standing.
Do me a favor. Get a shot of where he was standing.
Helen Keller would have seen
the club.
Really? I mean, Jackie's the performer, and he saw you.
I don't even have decent eyesight, and I'm thinking of a million things before I go on.
You're not even concentrating.
I'm not looking for Genji, and there was every reason for John to be there. I was never suspicious for a second.
Eyewitness on the phone. He can tell you exactly what was going on.
Hi, you're on the air.
Ray Charles.
Hi.
Howard.
Yeah.
I was at the gig. While Jackie, we were sitting right in front of the soundboard. While Jackie was standing there, we were looking right at him. Genji was standing in the middle of the club with a camera in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, you're like a retard.
No.
You're a big fat retard.
I was going around.
You are the worst cameraman. You cannot even... Where's that 10-year-old kid? He could have pulled it off.
The reason I was
Why do you go through all the hassle?
Was because John didn't show up, and I had to tell everybody what the plan was.
What do you have to hide for? Just hide. Just hide.
But who's going to tell the people?
He told the people.
He showed up.
You know what, Howard? You are picking at straws. I was there 15 minutes before Jackie got there. I made sure everybody in that freaking club. And the guy, are you still on the phone?
Yeah.
Did I tell you?
Yeah.
I told you, don't laugh, right?
John came over to our table.
You told one table.
I told the whole club, Jen.
I guarantee if somebody else in this
club...
But even
if you did tell everyone, why would you stand at the aisle where Jackie can see you?
I was standing at the other side of the club.
Why would you be in the club? Why would you
I was on the other side behind.
This isn't Madison Square Garden, Howard. This is not the length.
Tiny little club.
Not the length of the hall here.
And when you see Jackie come in, why wouldn't you disappear?
Of course.
Only one.
I would head for the hills. Yeah. Jackie's going to recognize you.
When Jackie went to the bathroom, that's where I was.
Yeah.
Genji had now 45 minutes to go hide because me and Jackie stayed in the bathroom for like 10 minutes talking. He could have went anywhere in the club to hide.
But he doesn't even think to hide because he's lazy. You're lazy.
To hide.
2 words for you. Lazy.
In fact, when I saw him at the other end, I think he was standing right in front of the door. I think there's actually a room right there.
And I hid in there for 2 seconds, and they kicked me out. They said, no, you cannot stay in here.
So then
I said, listen, I have to hide because Jackie's going to see me. This is the only room I can hide in.
Thank you, Genji, for the good scam.
Nice say one thing. I have done many a practical joke, and this is the first one that got screwed up.
Because he just stood there. Lomax, all he has to do is walk out in the parking lot and wait till Jackie goes on. Seriously, what's so difficult? You gotta meet the espionage of the thing. It's a fun night. You are lazy. You stand at the bar with that camera.
I wasn't
standing
in the bar with the camera.
Jackie just said he saw you standing there with a camera.
So I went wild on him, but in other words, he just by me seeing him, he had blown it already.
Right.
But you know what? When Jackie was going wild, Ganji didn't even get that.
No. You wouldn't think to turn on the camera and get it, right? Of course not. Because why? Let's hear the excuse now.
Jackie, I'm glad he doesn't have it because I went wild.
That would have been great.
That would have been great. And I said,
turn on the audio. Anything.
Well, you got to turn on the whole camera. But
turn on the whole camera.
The camera was down. I would have had to, you know.
So what?
I had to reach.
It was in his hand, but he can't figure out how to turn it on.
He couldn't hit the button so you could hear Jackie
You would have seen me reaching for it. I mean, at that point,
all right, thank you,
off on me so bad.
Gagey, thank you again. Good job.
You know,
good job.
You have no excuse.
Nice job.
I do too. This was John's fault. Tell him the plan was 8 o'clock, but it was 10 to 9.
It's John's fault. It's Jackie's fault.
No.
You know what?
10 to 9, John. 8 o'clock.
You didn't need me to do the scam. You did not need me to do the scam. You knew what to do. You did not need me there anyway. But I still got there. Gagey, I still got there. Listen, I still got there 50 minutes earlier than Jackie was there. I set the whole thing up.
John, you got
it's irrelevant. No, I got a 8:45.
You walk in, you go to the first table. Gagey, what's
every table?
I said, hey, I told everybody already.
Every table. I went to every table.
You go to the one table.
How is it irrelevant?
And you go, all right, guys, you understand what's going on?
Let's say he never showed up. Let's say he never showed up.
Right.
How come you still couldn't pull it off? That's what he's saying.
I was in there. That's what I was doing when he showed up.
But you got caught by Jackie.
No, he got caught.
Howard. The key point is, Ganji didn't get caught setting it up. The thing was set up. He got caught a half an hour later.
Right.
Standing around.
It was already set up.
It's irrelevant. It was all set up.
It was all set up. So even though he was late, it was all set up.
The game was afoot.
All you had to do was hide.
It comes down to one word.
Yeah.
He's lazy.
He is. He is so lazy.
Why would I be lazy to hide?
Because you are. You want people to see you or something. I don't know what it is. You're lazy.
You were angry that you had to be there working. That's what it was. So you decided to blow it.
That's right.
Full view of the whole club with the lights were still on in the club, and he had a camera in his hand.
Oh my God!
He was under a spotlight.
I'm telling you.
I was setting everything up.
We're aside. Jackie noticed.
You know what? Now I'm going to really screw you. Get a load of this. Get a load of this. Right? Jackie's not even there yet. What is Ganji doing in the middle of the club?
What?
White balancing. Has the light on to a big white piece of paper, white balancing.
He is a retard.
There was no light on. There was no light on.
You were white balancing. Were you not white balancing? Be honest.
Yes. I had to set up the camera so I could see
in the middle of the club.
And the guy can walk in. And the guy can walk in any minute.
He's white balancing in the middle of the club.
That's so funny. You have to do it where it'll freaking pick up something, not later when Jackie's on the stage already.
Is it not an opening act for Jackie? Is it not an opening act for Jackie? Why not white balancing? Jackie's in the back, and there's an opening act.
Yeah, and Jackie's standing in the back.
No, in the back. There's a back room, you idiot. There's a whole
dressing room. You can white balance anywhere, Ganji. You don't have to white balance right there. You can white balance anywhere.
You know what, Ganji? You got white balance. We got nothing else.
You know what it is? Ganji wants to be seen by girls, I think, that he carries a camera. You are pathetic. If I'm on a subterfuge, if I'm on a mission, I pretend I'm in the jungle. I'm hiding from the guy.
Hey, how come the whole Gary thing worked and John wasn't involved in that at all?
That
was perfect.
Did you shoot that?
You didn't even know, you Mar, until that night.
Because I was involed in the Gary scam. I set it up.
Wait a second.
I left this. I didn't know about this one. If I knew, it would have worked.
There you go.
You.
I was at the Gary Puppet thing. I went to the place and stole it.
No, he's talking about the learning annex thing.
Everything the other night.
Did he do the camera work?
Who, Ganji?
No, Ganji didn't do the camera work.
Of course not. That's why it worked. If Ganji had done the camera, he would have been standing up in the middle of the room
I
with Gary.
guarantee you one thing, Howard. If I had any of the guys from A, Doug, Eric, this thing would have not even screwed up. Right. I know it as a fact.
So then why'd you ask Ganji to do it?
I asked Doug, but they sent Ganji.
No, Ganji is not to be sent anymore.
Good. Ganji won't be sent to any of these.
No, only just Ganji does the taping here, where I can watch him.
Anything that revolves around John, I don't want to be.
Whatever. See, that's a loser.
But we don't want you there.
No, because I don't want to. Anything that revolves around you.
Because you screwed up. You screwed up.
No,
admit you screwed up.
You screwed up.
I'm hearing the whole story.
You screwed up. Show up at 8 o'clock and this would have worked fine.
Show up at 9. Your fat ass would have still been caught standing around the camera in your hand.
Show up at 9.
No matter when I was there, because you screwed up, because you
Why did you show up after?
You suck.
Why did you show up after?
Ganji, ask the guy on the phone. I had plenty of time to talk to everybody.
Sir, did John speak to everyone there?
As far as I could tell.
And did John get away with speaking to everyone?
Such a liar.
Excuse me. Did John get away with speaking to everyone in the club before Jackie showed up?
I think so, Howard.
Okay.
I swear on my mother's life, I talked to every table in that club Before Jackie showed up. I swear on my mother's life.
Why were you
my mother's life?
John was going around.
But you weren't talking to people in the club. Why were you hiding?
Sure, I did too.
Well,
with
why
all
were
the
you
interns who were there
at the time
All right,
that
very
Jackie
good.
came in?
All right.
Why were you there?
What?
Why
were you standing there
when Jackie came in?
Why were you standing in the club when Jackie was there?
It was all set up.
He doesn't have an answer.
No, John, who I will have a bone to pick with, by the way,
right.
also spent 10 minutes or 15 minutes before it went on talking to me. We were screaming and bitching and yelling out in front of the club. Like, that was 15 minutes that I would have been walking around looking at,
making sure.
And I said, I got to go back in because the opening act is probably almost done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So he kept you busy.
Guess what? Whose idea was it to go talk outside? Jackie?
Maybe
it was mine. You know why? I figured I'd bring him outside. Gage's got plenty of time to now, hide and get everything set.
He can't hide. He sits there.
I pulled him aside. I pulled him outside.
Yeah, I pulled him a chair. I had a beer. I hung out.
How did you stand in a club? Once the lights go down, then he can't see you.
He also had a director's chair.
He was also standing in like the most brightly lit area.
Was he really? I mean, you were standing there going,
such a
sir,
liar.
were you standing there?
Across from the stage. Right in the aisle that went straight across. He was right there with the camera. My friend even said, is that the kind of camera they use for the E-show? It just looked like a little regular camcorder.
Did you bring the little camcorder?
Yeah.
Dude, just bring a regular camera.
No, but that was not up to me.
Oh, I know. Isn't it embarrassing? That's what we use on the E-show. That's some budget I got over there.
But how the point is that camera's
balancing that.
And he's white balancing that. He couldn't white balance it anywhere else. He had a white balance in the middle of the club.
That's going to be great.
Because he's hoping some girls see him with the camera.
But Howard, the point is that camera's even smaller. It's a small camera.
How could Jackie see it? I know. He couldn't hide
And he
somewhere.
still couldn't hit the button.
Hide in your car. Hide in your car and say, someone tell me when Jackie's going on.
And how just
use your brain.
Just to defend myself for a second.
The opening act.
You have defended yourself.
I had the whole
blew it.
I had a gig that night, but I still went there first.
Don't you understand? Any monkey could have stood there with a camera. He has to stand in the middle of the club. Sir, he was clearly visible to everyone.
Why do you believe the guy on the phone and not me?
I believe Jackie's telling me he saw you.
I was trying to hide on the opposite side of the room. Where
it's a tiny room.
Why were you standing up? Why not sit down?
John, Howard. John, if John's standing over there.
Yeah.
And I'm standing here. It's an aisle.
That's it.
He's there with his back to me. There's chairs. There's tables there. There's bars.
But it's an aisle.
Ticket booths.
He could have sat down on the floor.
Standing at the end of a bowling alley. You might as well have been a pin waving.
Yes.
You are so sluggish and stupid.
You know what? I'm not listening. I'm not listening. I'm not listening.
Well, you should listen because maybe you'll learn something.
I'm not listening.
All right. Thank you, Ganji. Another job well done.
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know. I know how to hide.
You know what? I'll tell you one thing. I saw them. I didn't even know what they were going to do. I didn't even ask about the scam, but I saw a couple of shenanigans going on in the hall, and I was surprised they didn't blow it before they left here.
Yep. Good work, Ganji. Jackie's not going to see you.
I'm the retard who shows up on time. I'm the retard who sets it up.
Yeah, but you were caught.
Let me tell you that everyone was screaming down the hall all morning. We'll see you at Jackie's tonight.
Yeah, but even still,
everybody.
even if Jackie caught you, he shouldn't find your camera, that little dumb camera. You should have hit the camera and just said, hey, Jackie, I came down to see the show. I'm meeting Jen here or something. You make up some excuse.
But none of you know how to keep a secret and hide.
Right. What is it, Papa Boo? Hi.
There's a guy on the phone in the office who said that, Ganji had this whole thing set up, but they said it was standing under, like, the lights, and you could see the camera and everything. And then Ganji started passing notes to all the tables that said the joke on Jackie is off.
That's right, Howard. Yeah, we got that note, too.
No, once that was after Jackie laid into me and stuff. That was...
A note came around that we had to pass on for the next day.
Just leave. Did you get a note, sir?
Yes, we did.
You did?
It said the joke on Jackie is off. Pass it on.
Well, that's because the opening act was already on. So
I was going to ask, because if they told everybody not to do that, it seemed like it went like a regular show, so... Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. Well,
I was wondering if there was...
Well, Ganji passed notes.
Well, because the opening act was already on.
You didn't even turn your camera on so you could pick up the sound of Jackie yelling.
Yeah, I would have loved to have heard that. That would have been great.
You know why? You're slow.
No.
You're slow. You don't think fast. You don't think on your feet. When do you get those things? When have you ever gotten
Now's the time. You should have got that.
That was
you
the one
can
time
get them in the hall here because you think everybody's giving you permission.
And I'm up on stage the whole time thinking that I kicked him out. I'm hoping he left, but I don't know if he left. But I'm assuming that just like with Gary,
when I
there's a camera set up behind the piano or something in addition.
When I send out this stuttering John to do an interview, and there's 5 security guys throwing him out, he leaves the recorder on.
Yeah.
If Jackie's yelling at you, what are you, so pussy-whipped you can't just leave the camera going?
No, well, I didn't have it on to begin with, so I
flick it on. It's a little switch.
Right,
it's a small...
had to reach.
He's so
Howard, it would have
relaxed
been good,
that
too,
the
because
camera's
Jackie
now...
was visibly upset.
Of course it would have been good.
But he's so relaxed, the camera's now slung over his arm on a strap.
Howard,
Gary, would you stop coming in here?
If I could tell you how great it was, Jackie was outside like upset. It would have been perfect. He would have cried.
Right.
You know what? We got to tie this up, Howard. We got an Asian woman sitting in the office.
You guys get out of here. Goodbye. All right, thanks, sir.
Okay.
Bye.
Howard.
I got an Asian woman waiting to get naked
I
for
would
me.
enjoy this a lot more.
Yeah. All right, very good, Ganji. You'd be very proud of yourself. That would have been a nice piece of tape.
Those two are getting along very well.
Yeah. Real talent. Dopes. Can you believe it?
It really would have been so easy for him to pull. I was very lucky.
Hide.
But he had a better piece of tape, and he didn't get that.
I really went wild. I was sure he had that on tape.
All right. All right, I got to take a break. There's a woman here, an Asian woman, who wants to prove to me that Asians have very little body hair. We'll be back right after these. It's pretty good when I do a commercial. Nobody can figure out what the name of the product is. Fred's yelling out Richard Berry.
That's what it says in the log.
Yeah, I know. I'll never understand our log.
I don't either.
Jackie New Rave joke page Martling to order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD or cassette. It's $10 plus free shipping and handling. Halloweeny special, buy two get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. And this Saturday at 8 p.m. Jackie hosts Woofstock, starring Leon Russell in New Orleans, sponsored by the LASPCA. For information, call 516-9221. So you going to New Orleans?
New Orleans.
All right. Bringing your wife?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. She sees to it that she goes.
On a good trip.
Yeah. Hey, never mind his wife. I got to get to the Asian woman. We got a call here about, bring her in, will you?
That was about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. Think I should put my shades on? Maybe I'll put my shades on.
What are you sucking up in your nose?
Mr. Schnott. Hey, wait, stand right there. I can't see you yet. I got to put my shades on. Hold on. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm so hairy is right, I know. You don't like hairy men, huh? I'm hairy because of movies. Me so hairy. Me so hairy. Anyway, you are...
So good looking.
I am good looking?
Yeah, you're charismatic.
Really?
Ooh, charismatic.
So are you.
And I like that, the square jaw.
You do?
Oh.
Let me see, you got a square jaw?
Well, not a square jaw, but the hot line, like a very manly.
Manly, right?
Yeah. Oh, man.
You make love to me?
Anytime.
Really?
Well, I'm married, though.
Yeah, so what? So am I.
Yeah, well, unrequited love is better, right?
Yeah. You're a hot little... Yeah, the facial hair I know is a turnoff, but I have to grow it out for the movie.
Yeah, for your great movie career.
Yeah, my great movie career. Going all so well. Oh, my. All right, anyway. May I call you by your first name?
Yeah, sure.
I may?
Yes.
Yen.
Yes.
Her name is Yen.
Yes, interesting.
Yeah.
Named after money.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? Your parents named you after money.
No, it means a swallow.
Oh, you like to swallow.
The bud, not, the bud,
Very, very exciting woman. Very nice body. Very sexy. Nice face.
Thank
I
you.
like that. Me with my square jaw, and your face is so round it could have been drawn by a compass. Is it true?
Oh, no.
Yes, I like that. I like a nice round
Not
face.
like Sun Yi, right?
No, not like Sun Yi. No, you're very attractive. Not like Sun Yi.
It's my atmosphere.
No, you look terrific. I just can't believe you want to get naked for me. I'm so
I know,
excited.
me neither. I've never done it before. Well, I went topless in France, but that's it.
Oh, you did?
On a beach? On the beach.
And your husband doesn't mind you being here?
No, he doesn't. He loves you.
He really doesn't mind?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's wonderful. When a man loves another man, he gives him his woman.
Yeah, well, that's also true in most of the Asian countries. That is. That is a...
Is that right?
It is considered a blessing to share your woman with somebody. So that's what we are doing here today with Yen.
See.
And you're a young woman, right?
Young.
How old are you?
The truth?
Yeah.
29.
Are you 29? That's young.
What do you think? That's a bad age?
You think that's old?
Oh, you said you only like women like 25 and under.
Yeah, I like you. You look much younger than 29. Now, you heard us on the radio. Refresh my memory. You heard us on the radio.
Right.
And you heard us talking about body hair.
No. I went, yeah. Well, no, I always know you like girls with them.
Who are shaved. Yes.
Cleanly.
Yeah, very clean down there. Yeah.
You're saying you never have to shave.
And yeah, right.
No.
So you never have shaved?
Yeah, I don't even shave my legs. There's just no hair. I don't know why.
Wow. That's exciting. Are you kidding? And when
I do have hair down there, but not.
But hardly any. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing. Because you have dark hair on top, you would think that you would be dark.
Yeah, lots of hair, right?
Now, do you know this to be the Oriental way, the Asian way, that most women don't have to shave?
Well, I never seen another woman because I'm, at least, so I don't know.
You never saw any of your young Japanese friends?
Your mother, your sisters?
Your mother and sister? You never saw your mother naked?
No.
You ever see your sister naked?
No. We're very, strict family.
Oh, yeah, I
come from a Catholic background, parochial school.
Oh, really? That turns me on even more. Now, you remind me of some of the...
so cute.
Really? Ooh, wow.
My knees are shaking.
Are they really? Come here. Let me touch your knees. Come here. Come over here. I need to calm you down. Come over here. Yeah. Come here.
Do I take them?
Come here, Yen. Yeah, take those headphones off and get over here. Let me feel your knees shaking. Hey, I dig one like some Japanese girls. Their knees are shaking. Let me see. Are they really shaking? Let me see. Oh, they are shaking. You are shaking, aren't you? Those are shaking. All right, sit down. Oh, boy.
Oh, you have this effect on women, Hal.
I have a very strong effect. You're not the only woman. Your hands are shaking, aren't they?
Yeah.
Wow. You are so nervous.
A quiver over there.
Your hands started shaking when I touched you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because she's visibly shaking everywhere now.
Are you visibly shaking everywhere? Was it from my touch? Or is it because it's about 30 below zero?
Aura.
Yeah, it's my aura.
You're freezing the room.
So let's play reverse Pearl Harbor. I'll invade you this time.
Oh.
All right? Yeah. That's my favorite game. Did you bring your chopsticks? Because I have a shrimp roll in my shorts. Believe it or not. Yes, a spring roll. You're Vietnamese, right?
Yes,
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Over in Vietnam, I had a lot of you types.
You look familiar to him.
Yeah.
Thank you personally.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, I didn't mind defending you ladies. There was a lot of good Vietnamese over there that wanted their freedom, Robin. I never doubted that for a minute.
Good Vietnamese.
Yeah, but you see, you could see her. She looked no different than the Viet Cong.
So you might have accidentally killed her.
I might have. Sometimes I go into villages and kill innocent women, children, and men.
But what could you do?
What can I do? I didn't know what I was doing. I had to do what I had to do.
Especially when he was using helicopters as weapons.
But I'll tell you something. I always love Vietnamese private parts. In fact, I have a few in formaldehyde in my house. After I would blow up the women, I would save their private parts in a jar.
How did you get those? I mean, when did you have time to collect private parts?
Hey, you on bivouac.
Always time.
Yeah. Always time for that. No, after you decimate a village,
yes,
I mean,
and totally wipe everyone out.
And you know you're safe, and you've gotten rid of the landmines, and the rotting corpses are there. It's Miller time.
And the VC is gone. You've chased them through the woods.
Yep. We would collect the women's private parts and use them as change purses.
How do you cut them out?
We just with a knife. Well, no, not ice with a knife. With your Bowie knife.
He always kept a little Swiss Army knife.
Yeah. The wieners, of course, I would not collect. I was not interested in those.
No.
I would step on the wieners and save the vaginas. Hey, I'd like to. Once you get naked, I have some chocolates and silk stockings here, and I'd like to get into a little fun with you.
You know what? I just thought of something. You said
What?
you collected vaginas and you used them as change purses.
Yes.
Didn't your money fall out?
No. Well, no. If you know your anatomy, Ron, which I know you do.
Right.
But Vietnam was a time of my life. Listen, I went there to defend your people.
I know.
And
you had to commute from Boston University to Vietnam.
Right. It was very complicated. 3 tours of duty. That's correct. That's correct. I have a jumbled past. But Vietnam was a strange time. You grew up in Vietnam, right? You were there until you were, what, 9?
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, so you would understand what's going on. She knows. We all know exactly. I get flashbacks.
She was living a good life there in Saigon.
Yeah, I had to protect her people.
Yeah.
The wealthy Vietnamese.
Yeah.
But I would go into villages. I would wipe out a whole village in one day. One time I crashed a helicopter into a village.
Well, that's what I said. How could you be discriminatory when you're using a whole helicopter?
Yep. I'm telling you, it was unbelievable.
You took out everybody.
That's right. It was unbelievable. I would take nip eyeballs and use them as refrigerator magnets. That's the way you had to think. And you understand why.
What refrigerator?
When I use words like, remember the word gook they used in Vietnam and all that stuff? The reason I used that was to dehumanize the enemy. Mm-hmm. Because I couldn't bear to kill a person. So we would try to make it like they weren't people. Do you understand what I'm saying, Yen?
It's amazing to me how you don't go hunting now. You don't want to shoot anybody anymore?
No. But if they're not the enemy, I don't want to shoot them. But my government told me that this is the enemy, and I went after them. And that was the end of it. That was the end of it. I had to do what I had to do.
shed all of that when you came home and just give it up in one day?
I never, the reason I was chosen for 3 tours of duty, I never once got affected.
Yeah. By all the stuff you saw around you and all the killing?
Never did. I enjoyed it.
And all the collecting?
I enjoyed it because they were the enemy to me. I'm telling you.
But what did you do with all these souvenirs now? Did somebody stop you at the gate here in the United States and say, give up your vagina?
Nobody. No. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you, I only had problems with one thing. I only had problems, I'm very musical, as you know.
Yes.
So I took gook teeth and I put them in a soup can and used it for maracas.
Oh.
All right? Now, let me tell you, Yen knows what I'm talking about. And I had these maracas and I would play them. And I'm telling you, I get stopped when we're coming back, and the guy who was in charge of this whole thing, he says, what the hell is this soup can with teeth in it? I said, those are my maracas, and that was the only thing I was challenged on.
Oh, really?
I had a whole set of weights. I used to weight lift in Vietnam. I was always worried about my appearance. I took 2 gook's heads, I filled them up with cement, and I put a stick in between them and used them as a barbell.
And they didn't stop you. They let you take that home.
I did. And it was the wrong thing to do. Now I know. It's wrong. You have to value all human life. But at the time, I was desensitized.
Did you bury these things when you got home because you wanted to give these people their proper dignity?
What was that?
Did you bury? You take your vagina necklace and bury it.
Yes, I did. Are you kidding me? Robin, I had souvenirs from Vietnam, and then in the end, I'll let you get naked. But listen.
I'm not in a rush.
I know you're nervous, but listen to this. I once used the crack of a Viet Cong's butt to hold my letters from home. And all the guys loved it so much that they all had buttocks. Every time we'd kill someone, we'd chop off their buttocks and use it as a letter holder. And I'm going to tell you something. There was a group of us who wanted to start a business when we got back to the States. We had become so dehumanized, we didn't realize it was wrong.
Yes, and that's
how sick we were. You understand? The letters stunk. Oh, because you wouldn't even wash out the buttocks. But we were inventive. As a matter of fact, I used to nail a gook's hands to his feet.
What was that for?
Because I used to use his back for a Scrabble table. So you would have a perfect table. You would nail the hands to the feet.
Yeah, and then
it would be a perfect size. Yes. And the Oriental body is very small and narrow, and it would be perfect for a Scrabble table. That was all.
You gonna do that to me today?
No. You are not Viet Cong. You were Vietnamese. There's a difference. I had to defend you.
What if you get flashback and you get confused?
Let's hope not. That would be terrible. I've never had a real dad. That's right. I'm telling you. Oh, God, the things we used to do. It's, because I look at your beautiful face and I think about how there was a girl who looked just like you. I'm in a village. She had to be about your age, maybe a little younger, 22, 23. And I'm looking at her, and I just shot her in the head, so she was a little bit of a mess. So I chop off, listen to this. I'm with my buddy, and I said, watch this. I chop off her nose, and I turn it upside down and use it as a pencil holder. The 2 nostrils, I had 2 pencils. And I have to tell you something. Oh, my God.
That is rather impractical. How did it stand on its own?
Oh, it absolutely did. Here, come here. I'll chop your nose off. I'll show you.
Oh.
You've seen that, right? You saw that when you were in Vietnam.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. See, she saw that. Yen saw it. She can back me up on every one of these stories.
She had a few.
People find this unbelievable, but Yen knows. This was the enemy, and our own boys were getting blown up to bits, Rob, and you become desensitized to the whole human aspect of this. And that's what it takes to be a good soldier. That's why I was chosen for 3 tours of duty.
You were chosen? You didn't volunteer?
Well, let me tell you something. I was chosen the first tour of duty. I volunteered for my next 2.
Oh.
Thank you.
Usually they don't let people stay for more than 2.
Now, Yen, I don't want to bring this up anymore because it's probably very painful for you, knowing the history of your country. And we're here to have some erotic fun and all that kind of stuff. So let's not even.
How are you going to let me touch your stomach today?
Oh, there might be some fun in store for you once you're nude. In fact, we're going to have a lot of fun, Yen. All right. Now, Yen, you are here to show us that Oriental women don't need to shave. Is that correct?
Right.
And you're a regular woman. I mean, you go to job every day. You're not a stripper.
What does he do, as a matter of fact?
What kind of work are you into?
I promise I wouldn't talk,
You won't talk about that,
but,
right.
like, analyze medical data and then find out if it's asbestos related.
Right.
Then,
so you have a lot of
Yeah, my job is affected by going on this. So you can't go.
Oh, you can't? Oh, no, they don't listen to that.
No promotion for me this year.
You're very talented, believe me.
It's worth it.
Our people are very bright, very smart people.
How fast did you get through our schools, our stupid schools?
Yeah, did you skip grades and everything?
I only skipped 1 grade.
You did?
But I went from I think 5th to 7th.
College.
That was it.
You went from 5th to college. Wow.
Not that smart.
Fifth to 7th?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You went from 5th grade to 7th grade.
Yeah.
The Vietnamese
We are idiots.
They are so smart. They are such smart,
why
industrious
don't you
people.
just tell the truth? We are idiots.
We are dumb. In other words, our 5th grade was such a joke to you that they put you not in 6th grade, but they skipped you over to 7th.
All the way to 7th grade.
Because I remember in 5th grade in Vietnam, I already learned algebra, and then when I came here, they were doing, I don't know,
ABCD. They were adding, learning how to add. Oh, I can't believe it.
Oh, boy, what a stupid country.
Oh, we are so dumb. And this country, you laugh at this country because it's so easy to be successful here, right? Yes, of course.
The stupid Americans.
Americans are very dumb.
The lazy,
snakes in their desk.
Yeah, right.
And we're worried about overcrowding.
Yeah. People are outside the window blowing up other people, and they're able to learn calculus in the 4th grade.
We're sitting here in the lab of luxury, can't learn anything.
The Vietnamese are superior people to Americans. And that is it. Superior.
I think we're lazy.
No, superior.
You always like to say, you think you learned to the best of your ability when you were in school?
Robin, I lived with these people in the jungles. They were the craftiest people that you will ever see. They are crafty. They can think of ways to get you. Know, I talk about chopping off people's noses and stuff like that. You should see the things they did to us. It was unbelievable.
Well, that's true, too.
A couple of my buddies were captured by the Viet Cong. We found them. They were mutilated. I mean, mutilated. These are regular guys, regular white American GIs.
What happened to them?
We caught the VC smoking hash out of these guys' genitals.
Oh, stop it.
And I got to tell you something. We wiped them out clean. We took our guns. We sprayed them.
You were so angry.
Oh, yeah. I never even used a gun to kill a guy in Vietnam.
Yeah.
I thought of all kinds of creative ways to kill guys. But I'm not going to get into it now. I'm trying to develop a sexy mood, not one of warfare. It's unbelievable.
It's not good foreplay now.
No, it isn't. Who wants to talk about it? Now, what are you wearing? You wearing a dress of some kind?
No, just
What are those leggings? Wow. And what is that? A jacket?
Yes.
And you've got a big chest, don't you?
No, it's
yes,
just a B. It's shrank.
It's a B?
It shrank.
It shrank.
It used to be a C.
Really?
It shrank.
That's so sexy. And what do you weigh, about 100 pounds?
105.
Yeah, you're very light on your feet, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I like your nice tan skin. You have a nice tan. Yeah. And you're very bright, too. Do you ever have your IQ measured?
No, I haven't, not professionally, but I do it all the time.
You take your own IQ.
Her own IQ.
What is your IQ? What is your IQ in the Mensa book?
I don't know.
136?
I'm right there. I sometimes make it and sometimes 1 point underneath. So,
really?
Yeah.
Under genius?
Yeah, under
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, a naked genius.
So.
Under genius. Yeah.
Jungle genius.
All right, so if I call you Lo Pai, don't be insulted. That was my girlfriend in Vietnam, right? And you remind me of her.
Lo Pai.
Lo Pai. That's always Lo Pai. You know I love her. Lo Pai was a wonderful gal. She met with an untimely. I thought you said you asked for a tissue.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you asked for one. All right, throw it away then. That's a gift. Consider it a gift.
That was Lo Pai you're thinking of.
I was thinking of Lo Pai. I'm sorry. All right, are you going to get naked for me now?
Really.
Where do you want to get naked? Do you want to do it right there? Do you want to get naked near me?
Let's do it here first. Then.
Okay, go ahead. All right,
I'm a little nervous.
Don't be nervous. I'm going to look you over. Now, you are not shaven.
Do I stand up?
Well, I think it would be better if you stood. Okay. Let me look at you. All right, do it slowly.
Now, you were about to establish...
I need a handicap, okay? I just had a baby this year.
You had a baby?
Yeah.
Well, no one could tell that.
This year, yeah.
So, obviously, you worked out to get into shape. Is that true?
Somewhat.
Wow, I'm seeing a beautiful Asian woman.
And now, did they have to shave her during the pregnancy? I mean, when she was having the baby?
Look at your body. They didn't have to shave you during the pregnancy, did they? Wow, what a nice body. And you just had a baby?
Yeah.
Wow, look at the bod on her. I can't believe it. I don't see a hair on you. What are you doing? I can't believe what a big chest you have for an Oriental woman.
Really?
No wonder you're so proud of your body. Let me see. Go ahead.
Does she have hair under her arms?
Wow. Let me see. No hair under her arms. Wow. You should strip. I don't care how smart you are. You should work out in the club. What a nice body on you. All right, now let me see. Pull up your underpants so I can see your most prized possession. All right. All right, let me see. Are you nervous?
I can't believe. How do you feel?
Do you ever go to naked beaches and stuff? I mean, you're so uninhibited.
Just in France. But
Just
I
in
didn't
France?
take my bottom off.
You didn't?
No.
All right, well, all right. Shh. Hold it. The big moment is happening.
Oh, God.
All right. That's a C cup. I hate to tell. Whoa. That's all you have?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's
Wow.
untrimmed, huh?
No shaving.
Show Howard from the side.
Let me see from the side. What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you looking at, Jack?
It was sticking straight out.
Oh, all right.
He just threw underwear at Jackie.
Wow. That is amazing.
Can I put it back on?
Hey, if you want to.
I'm hairless since it's
Wow, great. Hey, turn around so I can see your buttocks. Let me see. Not bad. Hey, she's pretty good. And she just had a baby, Robin.
Well, God bless her.
Miss Saigon. Did she say
put it
B
back
cup?
on?
That's a B cup. She
We've
says
had girls in here with breasts half that size that say they're C cups.
I know. Those are C's.
Yeah.
You could have gotten away with
Sometimes they C and sometimes they D. Depends on the bra. So I just.
That's a VC cup.
You know?
That's what we call it over in Vietnam. Wow. I never slept with an Oriental
Do I get to
woman.
sit in your lap?
Yeah, come on over. Yeah, hell yeah. You sure you do? You're nice and clean.
No
Come over
hair.
here. You're really horny. I mean, you must be sick of your husband already, the way you're coming on to me, right?
No.
Look at this.
You're my idol.
Yeah, you're a nice geisha.
When did she have this baby?
Let me tell you something. My hands are cold. I'm sorry, but are you shaking?
Yeah.
You're really turned on right now, aren't you? Yeah.
What did
Hey, she's in love. What did you say? You're in love? Really? Well, your husband must be a real dog.
Hey, Hal.
What?
Her husband's here, you know.
Oh, he is? Oh, no kidding. Your husband's here?
Pissed. Oh, it's divorced.
Is he mad?
No, he's totally into this.
Good. Okay, tell him I'm not touching
I
him.
would like to meet him.
Let
Yeah.
him watch from outside the window.
No way. I'm not taking a look
He's
at
in
that.
Full Metal Jacket.
So wait a second. You're telling me you're sick of your husband, right? You want me?
No.
Yeah, but you wouldn't mind having a little row with me, huh?
No.
You would
Like a roll in
cheat
the
with
hay.
Howard.
You would
wouldn't
cheat with me, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
How would you stop yourself? Look at you.
Look at you.
I'm not promiscuous.
Are you
I'm just a
excited
little
right now?
naked.
Are you excited right now?
Yes.
You are?
Yes, very.
Want to get your butt bongoed?
No.
No?
No, I'm not into pain.
Oh, yes, you are.
My butt is so bony, you know.
Yeah, I
Like
understand.
xylophone.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm glad you showed me what you showed me.
Okay.
Because you've proven something to me.
What?
Have you seen Oriental go down there before?
No, the first time I've ever been treated to that site, and I must tell you something. You're so fuzzy. Yeah. Well, here, give me a hug. Give me a hug. Yeah,
Well, what would
baby.
happen if you were
Oh, yeah. Hey, I
to
tell you
come
something.
on to her, Howard? She wouldn't be able to resist.
If I
me.
came on to you, you wouldn't be able to resist, would you?
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, really?
Shy.
She's very shy. She really is.
Shy. I don't know if I'd call it that.
Oh, this music is bringing it out here on the
Lopai. I mean, yeah. I miss Lopai so much right now. Wow, you feel really good. Oh, yeah, go ahead, sure. Yeah, at least I've been working out.
Oh, my
See, there's a little bit of hair there, though.
Oh.
I could shave that off for you, though. Hey, can I kiss your stomach?
Sure.
I can? I fooled you, huh? All right, very good. Well, you're very nice. Which reminds me so much of my own Lopai.
Oh, I'm glad you got to relive those moments.
Hey, that was
Happy
sexy.
moments.
When you were holding me, I was getting turned on. I don't know if you could tell. You're a very full woman. Let me see your husband for a second. Where is he? Can he come in? Hey, come on in here. What is he? Is he American or is he some kind of Asian?
American.
He's American?
I don't like Oriental guys.
Yeah, me neither.
Why not?
Short.
They're short?
Yeah, they're too short. You like regular guys. Let me see. Let me see.
Ed.
Hey, Ed, let me see. Wow, Ed, you're lucky.
Thanks.
Man. Hey, thanks for letting us see your wife naked.
Sure.
Sure, thanks, Ed.
I think I could have gotten her. If I worked
I
with
heard
her.
everything. It did sound...
Yeah, but she's open to a lot of new experiences. You could definitely get her into bed with maybe another girl. I think you could get into bed with another girl. I think it could happen. Oh yeah, I think Ed could get that going on.
There, I had
I haven't tried that yet.
She's into it. You're a lucky man.
Well, there was a lot going on here, wasn't there?
Oh yeah.
Ed, I think she'd like it if you were a little bit upset.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
No, Ed isn't upset.
Yeah, he's cool about it.
Well, that shows it that Ed's open minded. My wife never lets me get naked in front of guys.
Would you let your wife do what Ed let his wife just do?
Absolutely. I'd like to sit on some man's lap naked.
No, I said your wife.
What, my wife? No.
Would you let her go to
Yeah. Let her go to a radio station?
PLJ, let's say.
PLJ and get naked? No, I don't think so. Ed, you're a good guy to let me do. You wouldn't let that happen with just any guy, just
Oh,
if
no,
it was
of
me.
course not. Of course not.
Thank you.
No,
He's not doing this at the beer hall.
Have you done lots of Orientals, or is this your first?
no. This is the only one.
Really?
And I'm great, right?
That's right.
She's smart, too. And she does everything in bed? She's pretty open to all kinds of...
Yeah.
oh, yeah? Were you in NAM?
No.
You weren't in NAM?
No.
Uh-huh. Oh, I thought you were in Nam for a second. I was trying to bond with you.
No, I'm too lucky.
I was in Nam. I took care of a lot of DC.
Howard.
Oh, yeah.
He liberated your wife. You should thank
I just liberated her.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I want to thank you, Yen, for proving to me that Oriental women do not need to shave.
Uh-huh.
And let me tell you, that's quite a turn on, my friend. Believe me, my wife doesn't look like anything like that down there. She's waxing, she's shaving, she's...
When he is with his wife, it reminds him of the jungles of Vietnam.
Yeah, I have flashbacks. Let me tell you something. That's a nice, clean look you got there, Yen.
Thank you,
yeah, baby. I went with a girl named Lo Pai. Very similar. Yeah, right.
Very cute.
You guys have sex every night?
My sex life is about like yours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've been married 5 years.
Oh, no wonder. Oh, no, you need me. That's what you need. You know what I'll do? I'll give you a special number. You'll meet me over at a hotel. I'll give you a good workout. All right?
Well, do you think this will help, this little episode right here? Are you getting
are you excited?
Turned on?
Yeah, are you turned on?
Yeah.
Are you turned on?
Yeah.
You are. So now you're going to go home and do Ed?
Right.
All right. Lucky Ed. All right, I want to thank you, too, both of you, because I know for, a lot of guys who listen to the show send their wives down, and
yes,
I appreciate that
true.
because I'm a really horny guy. And
no idea.
let me say something. I loved my own Vietnamese girlfriend when I was in Vietnam named Lo Pai, and her sister, of course, Gum Wang.
Oh, Jay. Gum Wang.
You know her? Do you know Gum Wang?
Yes.
You did? She's about your age. Gum Wang.
Gum Wang.
Gum Wang and Lo Pai. And Orientals go for all orifices? You like every kind of sex?
Just two-way input.
Just two-way input? I see. Well, you're not that open.
Aww.
All right.
That doesn't sound too interesting anyway.
No, I'm not that into that either. I just like to know. All right, I want to thank you two for coming in.
Thank you.
Robin, you and I have to take a break.
Yes, we do.
And then we'll be back. I'll take some phone calls and junk and read you some mail.
All right.
And tell you about a whole bunch of things that are going on. Your wife wants me real bad.
I heard.
Yes.
He could get her.
I could get your wife.
I saw you at the book signing, and I swear I almost fainted.
Really?
You were at the book signing?
Yeah,
do you remember
that's when she got the
Of
idea.
course I remember her.
Oh.
All right.
Yes, I do. I like her. Nice body.
Yeah, thanks.
Real good. Real full.
Right.
She did it, huh? That was amazing.
Howard.
You didn't think she'd do it?
I thought she would, but I thought it might take a little longer to get the mood set.
No. She's very horny. Very.
Oh,
she needs something very bad. She needs a new experience.
I need to be liberated.
You sure do. So do I.
What kind of child did you two have?
Oh, we've got
a girl?
beautiful girl.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little girl.
In 20 years, she'll be stripping for Howard.
Hopefully.
Howard's going to be off the air.
That's right. In 20 years, when I'm an old man, I want you to bring your daughter in so she can strip for me.
Yeah, that's what you're going to have. Now you're going to have mothers bringing their daughters.
Oh.
All right, Gary. Come on. Show the gang out here before I get too turned on by Yen. Thank you, Yen. I remember you from the book signing. I do. I swear I do. You know, I was in Vietnam. I can spot a gook from 100 yards. Jungle training. That's jungle training. I love you. Goodbye, Yen. Give you a nice kiss. Oh, man. When I was in Nam, I used to kill people that looked like that. Used to make tea out of their panties. After we kill them, we boil their panties and make tea. But boy, oh boy, things have changed now. Everyone's friends. Well, that's good. I like to see the world change.
Well, yeah, you don't want to stay at war forever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Unbelievable. All right, let me take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Here's Howard.
You're damn right I'm here. I'm here and I'm angry. Always angry. I was going to take a few phone calls here, but maybe I should bring in Lisa.
Who's Lisa?
Well, remember Wednesday from the Addams Family?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, I knew when she was like 5 years old on that show, however old she was, I knew she'd grow up to be a piece of ass.
What's her name again?
Lisa Loring.
Okay.
And then I saw her on TV a couple of years ago, and she looked really cute. And she'd married some porno guy. And I was like, oh, man, I would have married her.
What you doing with a
Damn.
porno star, huh?
What? Wait, first I have to discuss her.
I heard her yelp really loud when you said you knew she'd be a piece of ass. She thought that was funny.
Yeah, I knew she would be. I knew it. I used to watch her on TV. Go, she is going to grow up to be a knockout. But then she fell in with the wrong crowd, I think.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know. And I was hanging around. I would have loved to have married her. Hey, look, my wife's Wednesday from the Addams Family. Take her out to the beach, parade her around a little, take her on some vacations. That would have been neat. Didn't you know she'd be a piece of ass?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there are certain little girls. There's little girls on TV who you know are going to grow up ugly, and they always do.
Not always.
Well, I thought Punky Brewster was going to be good looking, but she didn't turn out that good.
You don't always call them correctly.
Right, but most of the time, I knew those girls on the Brady Bunch would turn out good looking. You know, the two older.
Maureen McCormick.
Yeah.
And what's her name? Eve Plum.
And Patty Duke, you knew was going to grow up to be a man. You know what I mean?
Patty Duke's face hasn't changed.
No.
It's like the same.
Patty Duke almost became a man. She almost evolved into a man.
But why would you want two of them?
Her voice did drop a lot.
Yeah. Hello. Hey, Momo. Hey, Popo. Hey, Ross. But Lisa Loring, there's a doll.
I bet you didn't think Melissa Gilbert was going to grow up to be pretty.
I never did. I don't think she did.
Oh, you don't think she's pretty?
No.
I thought you did.
No, she's not my type. I was right about that one. She's not beautiful.
She's a great body.
It's okay. I wouldn't do it. I'm telling you, she's cute on the prairie, right? Exactly. He's right. She's cute on the prairie. That's right. You put a couple other girls in the room, and
yeah, as long as you're only looking at cows.
No, one thing about Melissa always tries to make Melissa always does the best she can with what she's got, and she's a very attractive woman. Don't get me wrong, but she's not the knockout. She don't have the classic
All right,
features.
I know one that you thought was going to turn out to be really gorgeous that you're not so happy with her results, and that's the girl from Who's the Boss?
Yeah, Alyssa Milano.
You thought she was going to be gorgeous.
I thought if she grew another 5 inches, she would have been a knockout.
She got really cute, and then she started ruining it with weird haircuts and stuff.
Yeah, she needs a beauty consultant. She's basically beautiful.
And what about that little girl from All in the Family?
Oh, wait a second. She just put out
I'm going to tell you something.
What?
There's one I was wrong about. I thought she was going to be an ugly little twit.
Uh-huh.
The girl, Danielle Brisbois.
Yeah.
You talking about her?
Right.
From when Archie Bunker's place?
Uh-huh.
She turned out to be a piece of ass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a knockout.
She put out an album a couple of months ago, and I gave you the CD, and she was on the cover. She was really cute.
All right, so time for some predictions. The little girls, the twins on that Full House.
Please.
They're going to be good looking.
Really?
They're going to have great bodies. They're going to have big chests. And
How do you know that?
I just know it. I can tell. I can tell when I look at them. They look like little monkeys now, but I'm going to tell you something. They're going to be hot. Those two will grow up good looking.
Yeah?
Yep. But by age 30, they'll be female wrestlers. If they blow their money.
Oh, boy. I'm just trying to think. I don't even know what kids are on TV.
I saw Lisa Loring from the Addams Family on one of these shows where everyone was complaining and bitching about, I think she lost all her money or something. Or something, I don't know.
There's a lot of rumors about her.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors. I heard all kinds of weird stuff about her.
Well, the one thing I know is that this porno husband of hers, he kept lying to her and telling her he was, out of porn and he was still doing porn. And
she could have done a lot better than that guy.
He was, addicted to porn and she couldn't get him out of it or something.
Yeah, I mean, what is she doing with that guy? What a loser.
He did a lot of porn, because, I actually recognize him from movies.
Right. But Lisa never did porn, did she?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Where is Lisa? Bring her
See,
in.
that was one of the rumors that she had gone into porn.
Where the hell is Lisa? I got to figure out what went wrong.
If she's married to a porn star, you got to know she had videotape of herself.
Yeah.
There's no way they didn't have a camera going.
All right, Lisa Loring, of course, who played Wednesday on the Addams Family. Let me see. Wait, let me look at you.
The real Addams
Let me see.
Family.
Ooh, yeah, I knew you'd grow up nice. Look at you. Look at you. Yeah. Da-na-na-na. Sweet. Lurch, what do you think? Did you ever get it on with Fester?
Oh, no.
No. I'll tell you something. I used to watch you on Addams Family, and I knew you'd grow up to be really good looking.
Why, thank you.
I knew it. I knew it.
That was so many years ago.
Yeah.
God.
I don't know. And then you married that porno star. I was like, what is that all about?
I don't know. I still don't know till this day.
What happened there? So what happened? When you were on the Addams Family, did you get
Now, how old were you and how many years? What years?
Okay, well, I'll be 37 this coming year. And I did the series, the pilot, when I was 5.5.
I thought you were a lot younger than me. You're like around the same age.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the pilot for the show when I was 5.5, and the series from 6 to 8 years old.
So then, so what was it like? Were your parents divorced or something, and then they threw you into show business?
My parents were divorced when I was really young, yes, and I started modeling professionally when I was 3.
Yeah, you were a good-looking kid.
Thank you.
Did Thing ever try to grope you or molest you?
Who was Thing?
Did that hand ever like come up under your dress?
No, actually, Ted Cassidy, who played Lurch.
That was Thing?
When he wasn't in the same same shot.
That's funny.
He was Thing too.
Lurch. He was fun. He was talented, Lurch.
Yes.
He had giantism.
Yeah, he died very young.
Yeah, all those giant guys die young.
Yeah. What was he still growing or something?
Yeah. His cranium and stuff, his brain started like growing out of it or something.
Acromegaly.
What is it called?
Acromegaly.
Yeah.
He knows because he has the opposite.
Right. I don't know. Last week, Lurch outgrew his casket. They buried him like years ago.
Still growing.
Yeah. Was he hung big? Did you ever see him naked? Wow, look in your eyes.
What were you and Pugsley up to when you weren't shooting?
Pugsley was gross.
I know.
Kenny and I, at that age, didn't get along well at all. We used to, like, throw pencils at each other across the classroom.
Were you repulsed by him?
No, we just fought, you know. We just didn't get along.
Yeah, right. So anyway, okay, so you're this little kid and your parent, you come from like a split home. That's probably why you married a porno star.
Water.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Baba Fuhi, bring in some water for Lisa. She's already nervous from us.
Yeah.
What are they going to do
on the
to
red
me?
eye last night, just about.
Oh, you came in from California?
Yeah.
Oh, you live out there?
Yeah,
Are you still with that porno guy?
No.
You're
How
out
long
of
has
that.
that been over?
2 years. I haven't spoke to him in 2 years.
Is that right?
But I'm engaged again to a fabulous man.
Oh, really? Jackie Marlowe?
No, actually, do you remember the TV series The Virginian?
Yeah.
He's James Drury's son. His name's Tim Drury, and he is a sound technician for feature films.
Oh, really? He's always like a normal guy, and he's not like into porno and stuff.
Sort of normal.
Is he? Yeah, I mean, he's not going to be weird to you? Because wasn't that guy...
No, he's fabulous.
Because I think you had like a tragic life or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
You did? Cool. That makes for a good interview.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Or a soap opera life, you could say.
Because I used to watch her, and I said, man, I'd like to get a date with that.
Yeah, we couldn't believe it when we found out who you married.
Yeah. I said,
Nobody
boy, she's
could.
falling on hard times.
Yeah, what the heck happened?
Well, you know, it was like I'm one of those people, when I fall in love, I fall in love.
Yeah.
And I knew what he did when I met him, but he gave it up, and there's many reasons for it. And he was really a very, very talented person. But
Really?
Really, really dysfunctional.
But he must have been really good in the sack, because he obviously had a lot of practice, and he was pretty well hung.
Not really.
Really? I don't know. You're in porno.
It's not the size, it's what you do with it.
And he knew what he was doing with it, right? Yeah, obviously.
But, no, I mean, I was married to him for 6 years.
Right. Now, which end of him did you fall in love with first?
To tell you the truth, his face. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, classically handsome, huh?
Yeah.
You're pretty
Really
repulsed by me, huh? This facial hair is coming off after the movie.
You know, something the guy asked me out there, he said, is Howard just your type? Do you think Howard's cute? I said, yeah, he's sort of good looking. I said, but it's not, I don't have a type. It depends upon the person. The guy, you know.
Oh, that's good. That's good that when you hear a girl
You've
say
got
that.
hope, then.
Yeah, I don't like anyone with a type. All right, so anyway, you're on that show, Addams Family.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're...
Now, what happens after the show ends?
No, but wait a second. You come from... your mother and father were broken up?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the best girls to get.
Oh, here you go again.
They're always looking for their father and always looking to please. I bet you're very loving in the sack.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
And you ever go like, Daddy, Daddy,
What are you
right?
saying? If a girl's father hangs around, she's going to be bad in bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the best girls to go with are girls that are like from families where the father left and they're searching for their father, and they're easy.
So if you stay
Yeah.
together, you're ruining your daughter's sex life.
Yeah. So you were like really confused. Were you ever molested as a child and stuff? No. Oh, those are the
Well,
horniest.
she's a little
No, but
Those
I
are the
got
ones that are
married
completely
when I was
ruined.
really young. My oldest daughter just turned 21.
You're kidding.
Your oldest, you have a daughter?
I have 2 daughters.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Are they as good looking as you?
Better looking.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. My oldest daughter, Vanessa, is just turned 21, and she's got real dark hair, dark skin.
Send her over.
She's absolutely gorgeous.
What does she do, act?
No, she's assistant manager for Bullock's for the women's clothing.
Oh, really? And what's the other daughter?
Store. The other one looks like sort of like a miniature Christy Brinkley. She's real tall, long blonde hair. Her
Send
name's
her
Mary
over.
Ann.
Let's interview her.
She'll be 11.
Oh, really?
Great girl.
11.
My
Perfect.
proudest accomplishment, my girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so you had kids with the porno guy?
No.
No, this is with somebody else. A different husband?
So how many husbands have you had?
3.
3. Wow, you're pretty wild.
Yes, you can say that.
Every guy wants to marry Wednesday from the Addams Family. So
they're lining up.
So you're like, okay, so you go into this TV show, and is like your mom pushing you into it because she needs some money or something?
Well, not really. My grandmother owned one of the first Mexican restaurants in the San Fernando Valley. And Max Factor, Stella Stevens, Ed Begley, all the Hollywood people used to come in there. And Tom Kelly, my mom waitressed for my grandmother.
Right.
And I was about 3 years old. Tom Kelly, who was a very famous commercial photographer, he became most famous for the nude of Marilyn Monroe on the red velvet, the Playboy calendar.
Right.
He saw me and said, told my mom, Judy, I'd love to put her under contract. And I started doing like Purina Cat Chow magazine stuff.
Wow.
And then by the time I was 5, he said she's so well behaved for her age.
Nobody ever looked at me as a kid and put me into anything.
Well, listen, your father couldn't even handle it.
My father hated me. And no one ever looked at me. I never had any success as a child.
No one was going to say you were well behaved.
Dad put me in a cage. So everyone's making a fuss over you, and then you have an audition for the Addams Family and everything.
Right.
And you nail the part. I mean, everyone thinks you're really good and cute.
Right.
And they put you on that show.
Right.
And Gomez comes on to you sexually?
Whoa.
No? Never happened?
I'll tell you, I still to this day cannot believe what a cult following the Addams Family has.
It does. But Gomez was not interested in you. I just want to make that clear.
No.
Yeah, John answered that question.
Yeah, right. No, John Aston's great.
He's wonderful. He's still like a second dad to me. And the whole atmosphere on the set, as I remember, I was so young, was a real family type of a feeling. And it was it was nothing weird to me as a kid that age. You just sort of do what you're told.
So it was a happy time in your life. But meanwhile, everyone was kissing your ass, and you were famous all of a sudden. Everybody dug you.
It was really weird because back then we were the first group of kids on TV.
Right.
Now there's a kid on every TV show.
Right. There wasn't a lot of kids on TV.
I had to go to school on the set half of the year, and then there was hiatus the second half of the school year, so I had to go back to public school. And boy, back in the 60s, the two kids who had to do that had a really rough time in their personal public
And
life.
does John Aston have very bad eyesight that he married Patty Duke? Or
because I was going to say, how could he be interested in Wednesday? Patty Duke was his type.
That's right. Don't you think Patty Duke looked like a man?
No, not really.
No?
I think she's a wonderful woman.
Oh, you know her. Oh, show off. So anyway, so then after the show's over, you're depressed because, wow, what happened to my career?
No, actually, my mom tried to push me into doing a lot more. I was up for the youngest girl in the part of The Sound of Music, me and one other little girl.
Yeah.
Yours, Mine, and Ours with Lucille Ball and Henry Fonda.
Right.
Down to the last little girl, me and another little girl for the part of the daughter in The Illustrated Man with Rod Steiger and Claire Bloom.
That's a great movie.
And Father... you
ever see that movie?
No.
That's when Rod Steiger is this dude who just tattoos his whole body.
Why would
Isn't that it?
Right.
And
how could you make a whole movie about that?
It's cool.
Yeah, they were married, Claire Bloom and Rod Steiger at the time and stuff.
I don't know why they can't figure out how to make a movie about my life, but a guy with tattoos all over his body, they can make out a movie out of.
They'll make a movie out of you one day.
No, well, we're working on it.
Somehow it just can't come
together. It seems like the guys I'm involved with can make that come together,
Maybe
though.
you got to start tattooing yourself. They'll come up with something.
What was Cousin Ed, a midget?
Yeah, little guy, Felix. Little guy.
Hey, here he is. Hey, Cousin Ed.
Felix Silva. He was very nice.
He was nice. Is he dead, too?
No, he isn't. There's myself, John Aston Gomez, Kenny Weatherwax Pudgley, and Felix Silva.
And what's her name is dead?
Carolyn Jones.
Carolyn Jones.
Yeah, she died in the early 80s.
I always wanted to have sex with her. I guess I could get her now.
She was really hot when she was
Wasn't she hot? Yeah.
She did that movie with Elvis. Lots of stuff she did.
Yeah, she was and she seemed like a really wild one.
She was married to Aaron Spelling, too.
She was married to Aaron Spelling? Really?
I didn't know that.
Wasn't she like the original Beatnik?
Yeah. She was
she
good
always
looking.
had that, beatnik kind of attitude.
Right.
Aaron Spelling got her?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Lucky bastard.
I had no idea that was going on.
Me neither.
I used to see your ass every day through a keyhole.
What is that, Cousin Ed?
I said I used to see your ass every day through a keyhole.
There you go.
You were peeking?
So anyway, so now that so of course you're Wednesday from the Addams Family. As you're growing up, a lot of guys want to start hitting on you because you're not sure they want me or do they want Wednesday.
Did she get out?
Know what happened? You really want to know what happened?
Yeah.
I did. After that, by the time I was 10, I said, Mom, no more. I went
you got out of show
to be a normal kid, which they never let me be anyway. Had
Why?
I known. Just because I was always teased or made fun of because someone was jealous of me because of who I was, or they liked me because of who I was. So I never really knew at that age.
Right, it was hard to tell.
Right. So I never knew. By the time I got to junior high, people would say, "Oh, weren't you were Wednesday?" And I used to say, "Well, bug off." Or
right.
And I just didn't even want to be known as that because it had caused me a lot of, in my personal life, and stuff. Anyway.
What, did it cause you pain in your personal life?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah,
I wanted to be Lisa, not Wednesday.
Yeah, well, besides the...
See, I'd rather be somebody else than Howard.
You get teased when you're a pretty little girl anyway, and when you have a little bit of fame with it, you get thrown from one world to the other. It's not
so what age do you start drinking and, like,
Well, I'm going to tell you if you
go ahead. Go ahead, good.
Calm down.
I can see where we're leading with this.
Yes.
Yeah, you sound like you're primed for the bottle.
Oh, jeez.
Well, come on, you were...
Well, I've had my time, but
Right.
anyway, the first time I really knew what the Addams Family meant to people
right.
is when Alice Cooper let me know.
Right.
I never had to worry about, I had a lot of girlfriends who were groupies and stuff. I got to know a lot of rock stars because when they found out who I was, they wanted to know who I was because of who I was, and I didn't have to worry about, being one that just wanted to get into the sack, so I got to know a lot of people as friends, where my other girlfriends did, forget.
Well, no, you still had a life.
Yeah.
But when you were in bed with guys, were they feeling up you or Wednesday, you would say? Are they with Lisa or are they with Wednesday? You know what I mean?
I also wonder. It depends upon the guy. It's like some of them would be happy to, look who I'm with. And
I wouldn't care who I'm with as long as I'm with somebody.
Some of them it was me. I don't know.
All right, so wait a second.
Question is, see, now, whenever a guy comes in here who was in TV at an early age, you ask them when they first got laid.
Well, I'm getting to that.
Oh,
What do you think? I'm not going to ask? Oh, you're crazy.
You forgot.
So how old were you when you lost your virginity?
You really want to know?
Yeah. 13.
13.
I knew it.
Are you
Am I right?
kidding me?
13,
I had
really?
my first baby before I was 16.
Really?
Who got you at 13?
Jackie Marlowe. Now, who got you at 13?
My
Like another?
childhood sweetheart, my first daughter's father.
Oh, really? And what was he, like 14 or something?
No, he was 3 years older than I.
He was 17, so was it a big scandal?
Well, he was 18 when we were married, and I was just like 15 and a half.
Wow.
What did he do?
What was his job?
Just a normal kind of life. Yeah.
Wasn't that? Oh, come on. How weird is that?
How weird is
to
that?
be 13 and be getting it on with a 17-year-old guy.
I didn't like school anymore.
Right.
Well,
you were wild.
Away from 13. From home.
You are wild.
He actually took me away from a really bad crowd of girls who had me around just because I was pretty and they were older, and I was really headed the wrong way.
Right.
Well, my mom was an alcoholic. She died when I was about 16.
Oh, so you were on your own.
I just sort of, did what I wanted to do.
Who was raising you, Grandma?
Wolves. Grandma. Grandma. I wish I could be raised by Grandma. Grandma's always out of it.
Yeah, she's like the matriarch of the family. She's still alive. She helped me raise my youngest daughter and stuff. Wonderful woman.
Wow. So all of a sudden you're 13 and having sex. Was it good? Did you ever get into lesbianism?
No.
Man, I'd love to get you in the sun with another girl.
But this 16-year-old, 17-year-old guy.
My second husband or my third husband always tried.
I tell you something. Well, so he was a good influence, even though he nailed you at 13. God, the first
he had to sleep with you, but then he helped you out.
Yeah, he got her away from a bad crowd of girls so he could get her pregnant.
It was like just two kids getting married is what it was.
Right.
He actually turned out to be one of my best friends.
Right.
We were really well suited for each other had we gotten married when we were older.
Right.
But marriage lasts when you get married at that age.
Oh, man. So all of a sudden you're into marriage and stuff, and what happened? You start hitting the bottle?
No.
Did you take any heroin or anything?
Well, no.
You didn't?
No, not then.
Oh, not then. Yeah, right.
It's coming.
Well, you've had a wild life. Wow.
Yeah, no, I had a time for a while after the marriage to the guy who was doing adult films. And
yeah, he's going to... I couldn't believe it.
Really downhill.
I was waiting for you.
It was tough, it was tough. I mean, here, I
was trying to get in touch with you so I could marry you, but...
Warned me,
Yeah.
Everyone warned me. I should have known better. And then we did a book on the adult industry and stuff, and I stood behind him, and he went back to doing it behind my back, and that just about killed me. At the same time, my grandmother had a stroke, so there was a real couple of years. So
that's when you went on heroin?
Well, it was sort of, I never hung around with people who did that. I just fell into it. It's a painkiller. It takes away all physical pain, all emotional pain as well.
That's right.
And, I was never allowed to be a little child. I always had to be an adult.
Yeah.
And by that time, the way I'd done so much, carried so many people, and been married a few times, and I was just so disappointed and disillusioned that at one point I just didn't really care anymore. Of course, thank God all that's over with.
Right. Man.
Sheesh.
Man, if I could have gotten to know you, I could have married you. Damn it. Oh, man. I'll tell you, 3 more weeks of this movie thing I'm doing, I'm going to go for heroin. I'm going to go. I'm thinking of, you know where I can score.
I was going to ask you, do you think this is going to kill you?
Yeah, I do.
This will be the thing, huh?
I really do. My problem, you know what my problem is? I was allowed to have a childhood. I wanted to be an adult. All right, so and you as a young girl at 13 were fully developed, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You already had a D cup when you were 13, didn't you?
Well, not quite.
Let's see.
Over the years.
Yes. Don't brag. Yeah, she's a hot number.
So wait a minute. Now there was a second husband in between.
See, when you're that good looking, you get into trouble. When you're that good looking, you get into trouble.
People drag you out and get you
get into the wrong crowd. You get in with really good looking dumb people.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
I was dumb for a while. That was my
No,
problem.
but that's the problem.
But see, you would have known that they were bad people if you.
That's right.
No, I'm too trusting. I've always been like too idealistic. Looked at the world through rose-colored glasses.
So you and your, you know what amazes me about you? Your nose. It's not even a nose job. Look at that. Look at my distorted nasal cavity.
People told me since I was a little girl I had a perfect nose.
You do. Damn it. Wish I had a perfect nose. So you and your daughter double date and stuff?
No. We're mom and daughter. And daughter.
Hey, first of all, the reason Lisa's here is because
she's not here just to talk to us about
No. Lisa Loring will be at Spooky World.
What's that?
The hell is that? Spooky World.
It's like a horror theme park. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. I've started to do these autograph shows around the country, signing my autograph photos. The fans have been great, and this is in
Berlin, Mass.
Berlin, Mass, right outside of Boston, and it's a huge theme park. Like Linda Blair was just there, and it's only for the month of October.
You'll be there through Friday night, tonight through Friday night.
Friday night, yeah.
So Lisa will be there, and she'll sign stuff and personal appearance.
What's it called again?
Spooky World.
Spooky World.
Hey, don't laugh. We're going to be there in 10 years.
No, I would like to go there. I love those haunted places.
Well, they got rides and all that kind of junk.
They have rides. I think it's a lot of
haunted house.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, see, I love those things.
And they've had all the guy Pinhead from.
They got Pinhead there.
Hellraiser they have different weeks. They have and they had Freddy and
So did you make a lot of money on the Addams Family? No, right? You did?
No, I didn't.
You didn't make enough to live the rest of your life on or something?
No, see that's the one thing. Back then the royalty laws were so much different than they are today.
Yeah.
If the royalty laws had been the same back then that they are today, I mean, it's been a syndication for 30 years.
Right, yeah.
That show is one of the best television shows that ever aired.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
And I can't even look at those movies they tried to make because I was so into the TV show.
You can't redo what was done.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Your parents took the money, or?
No, it was. It just wasn't that much money back then. My mom got the residuals.
Great.
But the residuals only lasted for 7 years, and every time an episode showed, it got less and less.
Right.
It just wasn't back then. The laws were completely different.
It's pathetic.
Yeah, that's sometimes
even when
I wouldn't have to work another day in my life.
I know.
The laws have been the same,
Boy, I didn't know how wild you were.
With Jackie Coogan, who had gone through the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
He started the Charles Action
Right.
He was with Charles Chaplin, the Little Tramp.
Yeah, I think Bob Denver is driving a limo right now. In fact, he's driving Lisa's limo. No, but you see, Jackie Coogan's the kid who got ripped off, and yet he's watching.
It was still happening.
Yeah.
Well, no, without him, there would have been no. He got ripped off for $4 million.
Right.
Child, way back then.
No wonder his eyes
there would
look
have been
like
no
that.
law at all.
Man, I can't believe how wild you were. That's fantastic. I would have tried to meet you back then. Maybe you would have looked at me.
How did you get with this porn star?
Yeah, how'd you meet him?
God, more about him, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, actually, he was. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, but how do you fall in with a porno guy? What, do you meet him at a party or something?
My second husband, I was doing a soap opera here in New York for 5 years.
Yeah, right.
As the world turns. And my second husband was doing another soap opera.
Right.
And we got married. I had my second daughter, and we moved back to California.
Are you hard to live with or something? Are you like
No, I'm really easy to live with.
Really?
Yeah, unless you push me into a corner and then forget about it.
Yeah, right.
But, well, I'm a quarter Irish.
I'm easy to live with.
I'm a quarter Irish, a quarter Italian, a quarter
Right.
Mexican, and a quarter German.
Same here. Same exact ethnic group.
You're
I'm serious. I'm serious.
Except for the little bit of Indian you haven't done.
I'm also Indian. Hoppy Indian.
But anyway, so to answer that question, I was we went back out there, and I took a hiatus from acting for a while to the first year or so of my second daughter's life, and
you meet the porno guy where?
No, I was married to my second husband for 5 years.
Yeah.
And I started. He wasn't acting as an actor a lot, working as an actor a lot, and work was tight, money was tight after we went through money that we both made on the soap and stuff like that.
And you broke up.
I started working for a video company.
Go ahead. That sounds like how you meet
Selling
porno
videos.
guys. Yeah, you were selling videos. And you met him there. And you thought he was really cute, so you dumped your husband.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, you did.
We broke up anyway.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know. I never left him for the other guy. He just happened to be right there. And it's funny because I never jumped from one guy to the other.
Right.
Like, it took me 10 years between my first and second marriage.
Right.
That was the only time. After my marriage to Paul, I didn't almost date anybody for 2 years before I met him.
Well, you're having way too much fun.
So,
you know what it is? She likes action, though. I'm telling you, you like this excitement.
Stuff to go on.
Yeah, she needs stuff going on.
The drama.
Well, after you're...
I guess, when you're raised, maybe that's part of it, huh?
When you're raised and you're on an exciting television show, a hit television show and all that...
things are always going on around
you need to have wild things going on in your life because nothing will top it.
You got to figure, Patty Duke was running around with all her personalities.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of personalities and stuff? No. Just one wild personality. Yeah.
Many sides, but only one personality.
Admit it, you love the sound of a creaking bed. Is it true? I know girls like you. You love it. You love the action.
Howard.
She loves action. 13, and you were able to have an orgasm at 13?
No, not really.
Really?
No, as a matter of fact, that's what's true as they say about sex. The older you get, the more you enjoy it as a woman. You reach your sexual prime and peak as you get older.
They say 60-year-old women.
It gets better as I go.
16-year-old women are having a time of their life.
Yeah, but by the time you women get old, we don't want you. That's the problem.
It's a rip.
That's it. Well, anyway,
I don't
Lisa.
think it's ever as good when you're younger as it is when you
Really?
be a little older.
Well, let me tell you, you look fine. And listen, everyone go to Spooky World.
And I'll be doing something really fun, the Science Fiction and Horror Convention in Pasadena, California.
Now, when is that?
29th and 30th.
29th and 30th of this month.
At the Pasadena Convention Center. It's everybody from science fiction and horror will be there.
And you're at Spooky World, and Spooky World pays good?
Yeah.
They do?
Very well.
Excellent.
Oh, why else would she come?
We're looking at like 10 G's or something just to sign autographs? You don't want to say what you're making? No. I'd love to know what's going on over there.
Because you're going to book yourself.
I'm gonna go to Spooky World for 10 grand. Lisa Loring will be at Spooky World in Berlin, Massachusetts, just west of Boston, tonight through Friday night. Hey, did Fester ever teach you to suck on light bulbs and light them up? That was pretty cool that he could actually do that.
I don't even know how that stuff was done. I was so young, unfortunately.
Oh, you mean it's not real?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He didn't really do that.
Oh, he didn't?
No, he really did it. They had something on the end of it.
See, I told you they really did it.
No.
He can do it. The guy had electricity in his body. That's why he got the job. He wasn't that good an actor. I'm telling you, right?
He's the only one, huh?
Right, guys? Sure. Don't ruin it for me, Rob.
You've been really nice, Howard.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh, let's, what do you have in mind?
Everybody said, he's going to rip you apart.
Why? What do you mean rip you apart? Why? What? Because you were on heroin? Big deal. I did acid. Who cares?
Did you really? You didn't take needles and stick them into yourself, did you?
Sure she did. Oh, what? Can I feel you up goodbye?
Oh, geez.
Please.
I feel you
Why
up
is that
goodbye.
wrong? What do you mean wrong? It's a man and a woman. We're both adults. She enjoys it. I enjoy it. Who's going to complain? No, I can't believe how your
My
chest grew.
fiance
I knew
would
you were. Let him die. I knew you were going to. I knew it when you were little. I knew you were going to grow up good looking. I knew it. I knew you would not be a pig. I knew it. I knew it.
That's very nice of you.
I knew it. I could tell which.
Did Pugsley ever slim down?
Oh.
Yeah, he's not real heavy anymore, and he works on the other side of the camera. He works as a grip. He worked for Walt Disney Studios, Universal.
Oh, really?
He was a technician, yeah.
Boy, what a bummer. Hey, there's
he
Pugsley.
Never wanted to go into acting after that.
Really?
No, It really turned him off.
He wasn't much of an actor anyway. All he did was stand there and look fat. You know what I mean? They didn't give him much lines. Pugsley. Oh, man. I'll tell you something. I'm going to go back and watch that show now and try to see if the cantaloupes on your chest are developing during that era.
From 6 to 8, I doubt it.
I'm telling you, because even I never could have predicted the size of your breast. I never could have.
That was a surprise to you, huh?
That's an extra bonus.
I'm not even wearing anything low cut.
I know. I wish you would have. I wish you would have. I'm a little insulted that you didn't. Well, yeah, that's very charming what you have on your chest, I must say, in addition to everything else. The whole package is nice.
Thank you.
But anyway, so everyone, Lisa Loring will be at Spooky World in Berlin, Massachusetts, just west of Boston. Go over and say hi to her tonight. What will you be wearing tonight? Will you be wearing...
just this, probably.
Oh, I think something a little more low-cut might be in order to show off your most lovely of attributes. I would show those off.
They say my face is my best attribute.
There's a close tie there going on, I can tell you that.
You know what? I would love to see Howard as a girl just for a few weeks to just see what he would do.
What? If I had big chest?
Yeah.
I'd show them to my fans. I'll tell you that. I'd show them to my fans.
You would, huh?
I absolutely would.
I'll do a Tootsie number one of these days.
A Tootsie number?
Yeah, just do it for the hell of it.
Yeah. That's what
I really would like to see you come back with a vagina and see just what you do.
I practically have one now. I hardly have anything in my pants, to be quite honest with you. So, all right. So, what other cool questions? Anything? Did we cover it all? Heroin addiction, porno stars.
Well, what did you do with that porno star? Did you learn a lot of sexual stuff?
When you were in bed with...
Heroin addiction was for a very short period of time.
Big deal. So what?
37 years.
That's all right. Hey, you had a lot of pain.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank God I came out of it. Okay.
But do you think you're a sexual expert now that you've had a porn star for a husband?
No.
Did he do everything to you?
What do you mean?
Like, would he flip you around in bed and do everything? 3 inputs?
Well, that was pretty good, but the man I'm with now is a lot better than that.
Yeah, but I'm saying the porno star really knew what he was doing, right? He could last a long time.
You know what?
How long would the average session go?
I don't even think of it that way anymore. It wasn't as good as I thought it was at the time.
Would he videotape you in the sack?
No, it wouldn't.
You wouldn't allow that?
No. And no, to answer the question you asked earlier, or came up with, I would never even think of doing porno myself.
Really?
Okay.
I'd like to put you in one.
How did you think he was going to give it up, though? I mean...
Well, he did for a while.
He did.
But you know he had to
I
go
didn't
back.
realize how addicting it was.
What, porno? It is addictive because you can go out and have sex.
Yeah, he
It's cheating.
He did it since he was, he did porno films since he was since video started, since he was 79, since he was 18, 19 years old.
Did he ever do animals?
No.
No?
He was never into, it was always above the line, what they call above the line adult films, heterosexual, the kinds you can rent at video stores, never anything around stuff.
Yeah. I might go into that
He lives
field.
here in Brooklyn.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the hell with him. Who cares? Right? Right, Robin?
That's right. You never want to see him again, right?
No.
Not particularly.
I love that whole story. I might make him story into a movie. All right, Lisa, we'll see you at Spooky World in Berlin, Mass.
Okay.
And that's tonight through Friday night. And what else? Let's take a break, I guess. I'm falling far behind. Look at Fafa Foley. So it says an expert. He comes barreling in. Toothy World. You'll be at Toothy World tonight, won't you?
Yeah, you used to say, Gary, you don't get in here quick enough to leave the guest house.
I know. Well, no. I'm thinking if I have anything left to say to Lisa. Flunky. Want to hug goodbye?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
All right, come on over. Let me see what it feels like.
Oh,
All right. Really?
God, you're tall.
Come on, I'm good looking too. Get over here. Let me see. How tall are you?
5'3".
She can hardly reach you.
Hey, look, I'm hugging Wednesday. Oh, excuse me. I cast a little low. I'm very embarrassed.
Thank you.
She digs me, I'm telling you. I'll tell you something. You got some chest. I can't believe it. Beautiful.
Well, it's been really fun. Thanks, Howard.
Thanks, Lisa.
Nice meeting all you guys. Bye-bye.
I never would have pictured you growing up like this. So full. Lisa, I'll call you sometime, baby. All right.
You want to be husband number 5.
Yeah. She's pretty wild.
Sounds like.
She was friends with, you know what I forgot to ask her about? Jerry Van Dyke's daughter, who, didn't she commit suicide or something?
Yeah. Oh, she was friends with her?
Yeah,
Get back in here.
Hey, let me ask Lisa about that.
I didn't know they were friends.
Yeah, she's got some celebrity friends.
Foley.
No wonder you were sitting there trying to remember what you wanted to ask.
Well, Fred wouldn't remind me until she leaves.
Oh, that's our Fred.
That's my Freddie.
You know what we call him?
Yeah.
Mr. Timing.
Yeah. What's wrong with you? Seriously, are you brain dead or what? He tells me, he goes,
I'll explain.
Jerry Van Dyke's daughter.
I'll explain during the commercial.
He could, he writes spots 10 billion times
Yeah, but
on
that
a
he
piece
can't
of paper. Jerry Van Dyke's daughter, he can't write. And
How
put
did
in
she
front of
die
him.
again? I forget.
She committed suicide.
Yeah, I think Lisa was friends with her.
And I forget, what was her deal? Was she on drugs? Or was
Hey, Lisa, weren't you friends with Jerry Van Dyke's
and
daughter?
porno, right?
Weren't you? Oh, she goes. No, weren't you friends with her?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Oh, you mean she wasn't like a best friend or something?
No, she started doing adult films.
Oh.
Yeah.
With my ex, and I got to know her for a very short period of time, right before she committed suicide.
She was good looking too.
She was very pretty, very nice, very funny, very troubled, as I was at the time.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And yeah, it was I'm the one who found her when she.
Oh.
You found her?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
She hung herself.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
you flipping out?
Yeah, I went in to talk for about 2 days.
Is that when you got out of the whole marriage and everything? Just said, hey.
Just about right about then. Just said, can't take this.
So did you have to did you go to the funeral and see Jerry?
No.
Did they
Her father, I think,
He didn't want to deal with
she
it.
started to do it, and who my husband was, and I was when I found her. Until this day, he might hold us semi-responsible, which I had nothing to do with it. I wasn't there. I came back, and she had
done it.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a note to end this on. God.
Well, that's good stuff for Spooky World.
Yeah, macabre.
Yeah, right.
But, I mean, was there any
I never get to find anyone dead.
of it? It's
not a pleasant thing, believe me.
Really? No, I never get to do cool stuff.
Jackie, why don't you help us out?
Jackie, why don't you hang yourself so I can go find you somewhere?
Could you teach me that? I know it's Halloween time, but...
I mean, you walked in a room and she was just like hanging there? Oh.
Yeah.
That hanging yourself has got to be the worst way to do it. I would do it on pills.
That's a tough one.
I would take like lots. I would overdose on something.
Oh, you know how you do it.
You know what? I know how I kill myself. I would do the exhausting from the car. That's exactly what I do.
You know what? You'd wind up like our fake village has being found.
That's not an easy knot to put around your neck. I'm telling you that.
No, and to kick the chair out all that.
And what did you do? Did you call the police immediately?
I didn't know what to do. I called the neighbors, and then I called 911.
Oh, man. That's so freaky.
It really was. It was one of the...
You know any other celebrities?
It was awful. What?
Do you know any other celebrities?
Do you
have cool celebrity friends?
Yeah.
You do? Like who? Who's your friend? Who's your coolest celebrity friend?
Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan?
She's a friend of yours.
How do you work your way into her life?
I haven't talked to Megan quite a few years, but she was one of my favorite people ever.
Oh, you knew her when she was a little kid?
No, when she was on the soap opera?
The World Turns together.
Oh, really?
She ever did. We shared a dressing room for quite a few years.
So you saw her naked? Did the two of you ever get it on?
I told you I'm not into that. Meg is just a really exceptional person.
Is she?
Yeah.
Is she horny?
She deserves all the success she's gotten more than anyone I know.
Really?
Yes.
You think she's really horny, or...
Look who she married.
Look, who'd she marry?
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, yeah.
Oh, he's nothing. Ever watch her shave or anything? Oh, did you ever see her doing
in that
weird
dressing
stuff?
room.
Would she parade around naked?
Questions will I answer?
Would both of you girls parade around naked in the dressing room and stuff? And, like, admire each other's bodies? Because you're both very good-looking women. Really? Seriously?
Every day.
Oh, that's so cool. You are on fire, Lisa. You are on fire. So, wait a second. So, yeah? No kidding. Who else are your friends?
I've had quite a few of them.
Like, who else?
No, I'm not going to.
All right. Next time you come in. You ever shoot heroin with her, Meg Ryan?
All right now.
Take it easy.
See, I knew you were
All right. Well, I want to know some good Hollywood gossip. I don't get to meet anybody.
I haven't talked to Meg in quite a few
really?
years. And actually, being married to who I was for a while took me away from
all your friends
I knew and what I did, because either they didn't like him or he didn't like them, and he had a lot of control power thing. He didn't want me around anybody else.
Right. I could see
that was weird. But
I'd lock you in a box.
I have a few very, very good friends that are very special to me.
All right, cool. That Jerry Van Dyke story is pretty cool. I never get to do anything like that.
I don't know if I'd call it a cool story.
Well, it's cool in the sense that, I never find it. If I find anyone dead, they're nobody. You know what I mean? My luck would be Gary.
And you leave them.
Yeah, I just would leave. I would just walk out of the room and go, who cares? Lisa, thanks again for coming back in, because I had to ask you about that very painful subject.
Yeah.
But hey, it's worth it, because here's another plug for Spooky World. Lisa will be at Spooky World in Berlin, Mass. It's for all horror fans, obviously Addams Family, everybody.
And people who like haunted houses.
Yeah, everybody digs that kind of thing.
Have a good Halloween.
Bye, Lisa.
Bye-bye.
I'll give you a call sometime. Get my drift? She digs me. Yeah.
Anything else you know, Fred?
Fred, you want me to bring up anything else?
Nothing I can think of.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back right after these words. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's rock. Listen to that noise. Yeah. Yeah. Come here, I want to smash your head through a window. All right, I love that. That's the sound I want to hear. 1 or 2 phone calls and we go right to the news. Quickly, Miami Beach, you're on the air. Miami is our newest market, Robin, to our already growing empire. Yes, you're on the air.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Who's this?
Who is it? It's Howard.
Howard. This don't sound like Howard.
All right, thank you for the call, you nitwit. That's call number 1 down. Cleveland, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
You and Robin... And, you and Robin.
Yes.
You guys put forth such a great effort to put out the, you take some pride in your work and you show the quality.
Thank you.
How do you surround yourself with such idiots? Are you on a charity mission or something?
What do you mean? You're talking about Ganji and John and all that?
Yeah, we could go down in alphabetical order, right? Gary.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. You know what? I'll tell you something about myself, and I guess it's a flaw. Maybe, I don't know. I am one of those guys who is, and Robin knows this about me, so listen, at least I recognize my own flaws.
Well, I look at it as a virtue. Over the years, you have taught me it is a virtue.
I've tried. I have a hard time firing people. I'll be honest with you. I want the world to love me. I have a hard time.
And he's an incredible amount of patience.
I do. And I feel bad for people. It's like, look at Gorilla. I mean, he's out there running around with pieces of paper for a year behind my back, getting celebrity autographs and using the show for ridiculous reasons. Right. He conspires with Jackie Jokeman. And I feel bad for the guy afterward. I don't know what it is. I do feel bad for these people. I feel like God gave me a gift. He gave me certain blessings in life. I have an incredible amount of not intelligence, but common sense.
And what is worse is that I get stuck trying to explain life to these people.
Right. Robin has to train them.
Because he insists on keeping them around.
Right. So Robin's job is to pick up the pieces.
That might be the problem right there.
Yeah.
Nope. You don't know how much trouble I avert around here.
When you do get off the air someday, I'll be curious to see these guys' job prospects.
Oh, that's going to be the best. That's going to be the best.
Robin and I come back, and that'll be our entertainment.
You'll have to do an anniversary show and like a comeback special or something. Just to
I would like to do that, even if I don't come to terms with this company and I stop working here after a year. I would like to. I will do free of charge. I would like to, in 5 years, come back for an anniversary show.
Try to find him in 5 years.
Yeah, and then,
I don't think that'll be too hard. Just take a walk down the street.
Here's my prediction. I'll go through them one by one.
Right.
Tata Toothy's wife will have left him because she's getting tired of the fact that he can't make payments on the house.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that he has no job.
She'll get a guy who can really support her.
And then you'll see what he really looks like without your show.
Right. Yeah, all of a sudden, he ain't going to look that good.
She'll run away with his dentist.
Yeah, she'll run away with his dentist. Because she's a good-looking enough girl that she could have gotten a dentist or a doctor or somebody.
There's all the Gary's money.
Yeah. Steve Gorilla will be a mailman, like his father. He will go into mail, and there's nothing wrong with that.
It's an honorable job. He's not hitting people over the head.
In fact, Steve Gorilla's father is a good mailman. Steve will be a bad mailman.
No.
Jackie will be host of Star Search.
No, Jackie will be working in clubs in North Carolina, in strip clubs.
Maybe he'll have even bought his own strip club.
Yeah. I mean, Jackie's made some dough off the show. And
the club was in Atlanta.
And Lord knows he piles it away. So Jackie now has some money, but he will work on the... He won't work... he'll do what he did before he met me in strip clubs.
Yeah.
Even though he
thinks...
thinks...
out on the road.
He thinks he's going to be writing scripts somewhere. Ganji will work in his father's construction company.
Mm-hmm. We don't have to worry about him. He's taken care of.
He will have no job.
Not a worry in the world.
Not a worry in the world there. Stuttering John will maybe, I don't know, he'll just get like a gardening job.
I was going to say, who do you have the least hope for?
I think it's going to be hardest on Gary, because Gary really sees him. He doesn't know this, but he sees himself as a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have some office work back there that I'm waiting for him to get done, and we're all saying, well, Gary can't even bring himself to do it. He signs it to all the interns because he sees himself as a celebrity.
I see.
He wins most diluted. I mean, Billy will be all right.
Yeah.
Billy does his voiceover and cartoon work. He'll be fine. Fred's wife will leave him.
You think that'll happen too?
Fred will be a disc jockey in Springfield, Mass. He'll pick up right where I left him.
Exactly. His job's still waiting.
His job is still waiting there.
See you to keeping the home fires burning.
Fred will be a disc jockey. But, in Springfield, Massachusetts.
In a little town.
What do they pay there, Fred? What were you making when you left there?
I think it was a big $220.
$220 a week?
Yeah. Huh? It must be like up to $280 by now.
Yeah, I think you'll have $280. And Fred will move back in with his parents.
He'll go back home.
Oh, if you think I'm joking, I know it.
I don't doubt it for a moment.
Sure.
Robin socked away enough dough, and she has enough people interested in it. Yeah, she's retiring. And I figure...
So Robin will do nothing?
No, Robin will work. Robin can do radio work. She's done radio work without me.
Repair them.
What do you say?
Repair them.
We'll repair radio.
Right.
Oh, she'll be doing better than you, Jackie. No offense. All right.
Oh, goodness. No, but I meant, who do you think will just take the biggest fall? You know, because somebody's got to fall.
Oh, boy. That's a tough one.
You know, who's just going to fall off the wagon
like
and
I know,
a mess?
Immediately, maybe Stuttering John will get hired by like another radio show. They'll say, hey, let's get Stuttering John. And then when they realize he doesn't write the questions, that'll be the end of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He'll be like, oh, he's awful. Yeah, right.
Well, Ganchi and Gorilla, they don't have far to fall now, so I don't think you can, I don't think you have to worry about them falling too far.
I think Gary's going to take it the hardest.
Yeah.
It's going to be real tough for him.
Big head.
Yeah, Fred's right. Big head.
So you think, I mean, if his whole life, like the wife leaves him and everything's
Oh, it's all going to fall apart.
What's he going to do? Is he going to, like, become an alcoholic or?
No, he'll probably work in a flea market like his brother. He'll work in a flea market.
And get a regular wife.
Yeah, and well, wife. He'll be back with the pigs he always had.
I think he'll be hunting down Robin.
Tom Chiusano will fail the mailman test, and he won't even be able to.
He won't even be able to mailman.
So, Fred, do you think I have a big head?
Well, you got big teeth. What are you going to stuff them all in there?
Fred said I had a big head. So.
No,
you do.
I said big hit.
Oh, I thought you said big head.
No.
Because that's what Howard repeated.
Sound like big head to me.
Sorry. Well, big head's funny, but...
No, you'll take it the hardest. But I'm going to enjoy watching him fall the most.
And where will Robin go?
Robin will probably not... Robin won't have to work, but I predict Robin will probably get her own show.
She won't have to work?
Nope.
Doing?
Well, you mean like she's got enough money saved now?
She's going to have her book. She's going to have... She'll be busy. She could either do some TV work, like maybe a reporter, or maybe even host her own show.
Like the lottery? She can pick those numbers out of the lottery?
Keep laughing, Baba Booey. We'll see.
See, Baba Booey, I might have considered you for a job.
She was working in radio when I
think I'm crazy enough to go work for you?
When I hooked up with Robin, she was working in radio. Unlike you, like Frank could get a job in radio. Oh,
I was.
What were you doing? Tell everyone what you were doing.
Well, which job? You mean the one where
Any of them.
The one where I babysat the automated station, or the one where I worked for the traffic reporter?
Okay, either one.
Yeah, but I met you young.
I don't care if you met me old. What are you going to do when I leave?
How old were you, Fred, when you met Howard? You were like 25?
25, yeah.
Right, so Fred had
college.
Fred was already an overnight disc jockey at a radio station.
Right, I met you right out of college.
What are you going to do when I leave? What are you going to do?
You don't think I could produce?
Produce what?
Produce other shows?
Produce what? Other radio programs?
I would want to do other radio programs.
First of all, what do you think they pay these other radio programs?
Well, no, you just said, wait a second, you said that I would fall completely.
You will. I don't know that, but wait till people, well... Okay, you could produce other radio shows. You think that there's jobs producing other radio shows?
I could not get the amount of money working for somebody else.
Most guys now, listen, let me explain something to you. When I first started looking for a producer in a radio show, what I wanted to hire was a guy who was into production, who could write little bits and do that kind of thing. But I only had a budget of $150 a week, so I got you, all right, who didn't have any skills. So... Now, when they get it, now everyone accepts the fact it's a different day and age. Everyone's allowed to have a producer. So usually they hire a guy who's at the station who's a production type or a this and that. You're not any of those things. Yeah, you're way overpaid.
If somebody hires you as a producer, they're going to think you can somehow create this.
You can't work a computer. You can't cut tape. You can't do anything.
I can cut tape.
I've never heard you cut a bit up.
You never asked me to. I'm not allowed to.
You can make bits?
I don't think I can make a bit.
Cut me a bit up for tomorrow.
I can't do that.
That's what they're looking for, producers. You're outdated already. You don't even know how to work stuff. You don't know how to digitally edit. You don't know how to do anything. You just sit there and play Prince of Persia on your stupid computer.
And I was doing that work. I've been doing that work for you. I don't know why.
Well, we'll see what happens.
You've been picking on me about that.
Are you doing it?
Of course.
I don't know.
Oh, that
gets done fast
office work you have?
I heard it could be done in a day if you put in a good hard day.
But it can't be done in a day.
But evidently it can't. Oh, yes,
you heard it correctly. First of all, did you know that I worked on it and that there was something wrong with our computer?
I heard all about it.
Right. And you know it can't be done in a day.
Let me tell you how Baba Booey's such a help to me. I had a computer system where we kept a log of the show daily, and we used to have different interns, keeping the log. So this is a prime example of what our caller is calling about. So Baba Booey, unbeknownst to me, his job was supposed to go in and check the different interns' work to make sure that they made proper entries into their log.
Yes.
Of course, there's about 7,000 entries where the people just didn't even put a date in or a subject or anything because he never checked their work.
This was tons of the work.
Yeah, so now we have to go back.
Logged in wrong.
Right, tons of 7,000 entries.
Ooh. I'm not even looking at you. Oh, it's nothing. It's not a big deal.
That's not a big deal.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Robin, can we have a date and a time when you last disagreed or didn't kiss Howard's ass?
Why is that kissing my ass?
Because she's just always at us.
You could learn from her. That's not sucking my butt.
It is. Why?
That 7,000 entries you didn't notice.
She just loves to hammer everyone that ain't her.
What are you talking about?
She just does.
7,000 entries and you wouldn't go ooh?
How come Jackie and Fred and Billy didn't go ooh?
Why? Because Jackie, Fred, and Billy have a different mentality than Robin does.
And what is Robin's mentality?
Robin's mentality is she is for this show 100%. Jackie, I don't know what planet he's on. Fred
is for the show.
Fred doesn't know even what show he's on.
Oh.
And Billy, I don't even think Billy recognizes what planet he's on either. Robin is into this show. This is her life like it's my life.
But the point is, Gary, that you think I shouldn't have a reaction is why there are 7,000 entries.
No, I don't think you should have
7,000 times Baba Booey didn't notice.
Rob, where are those good reactions when something good goes on?
I always react well when something good goes on.
Gary Puppet wants to say something.
Excuse me. Can I distance myself from the guy I was designed to be?
No, Gary Puppet.
Besides that, I know one thing about Robin. Screw you, Robin. I got a second job. I use my teeth to punch holes in donuts. So while you're sitting there with your book, I'll be rolling in dough.
All right.
Gary Puppet checking in. No, but the point is that I'm just telling you, 7,000 entries, and your reaction.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. When you say that number to me, it makes me react.
Exactly.
Robin, that number could have been 7. And
that is the show. That is where we do best of
That's
from.
our business. It's everything
that is our
I do.
entire history.
If Gary could do one thing, I would expect him to check these interns. And interns who were on crack were busy making these entries, but no one bothered to look. Well, but of course Gary is not thrown by the 7,000 number.
No.
He can't comprehend a number that high.
He doesn't know that's a big number.
I can't believe it's up to 7,000 entries. And now he's like,
what is that?
Yeah, and now he's like, why do I have to correct it?
I didn't say that.
I want you to learn how to work the computer.
I do know how to work the computer. I don't know what you want to know.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I know how to work the computer. What would you like me to show you?
How silly. I want to show me 7,000 entries that weren't checked.
I know, but you're saying I don't know how to work the computer. You just make stuff up.
You don't.
Of course I do.
Anybody who knew how to work it would not have allowed this to go on.
I won't even ask what happened to the checking process. I'm not going to ask.
Shut up, Quivers.
What happened? That's a good question. What happened to it? What happened to the checking process?
It didn't happen every day.
Right. 7,000 times it didn't happen.
Right.
I don't
bad
Robin,
news.
Robin.
You know, let me just say, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Oh, but he could be a producer on another show. You think they wouldn't throw him out?
Let's just, for instance here, you come in, and once you see that it's not being logged correctly.
Right. You would fire the guy.
I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did when he saw it wasn't being logged correctly the first time.
He never checked.
He never checked.
Never. I used to say to him, please check.
Mm.
And I did check.
No, you didn't.
Just not often.
No way 7,000 times.
You never saw the 7,000
hold on a second, Robin. It's not 7,000 days.
No. I didn't say it was 7,000 days, but you never saw it happening.
But ask him what Yankees were traded in 1991. He can answer you.
I don't know how to follow
So you should really be a statistician for a sporting show. That's what you should be.
So that's what I could do.
Maybe you'll do that. Maybe you should look for a job now so you can get a head start. After all, I'm giving you a year's notice. All right, thank you.
What's the matter, man?
What do you mean? What is the matter?
Why are you always picking on me?
I'm not picking on you.
You are.
Because the guy said to me, what will people do when I leave? Was that your question, sir?
Yeah, that's right. Of course, these guys, you're always wrong, Howard. Everybody comes in there.
I'm kissing his ass because Gary's always wrong.
Yeah, I'm picking on him. Do you see what I'm saying?
But, sir, you only hear one side of the story. But Howard is right most of the time. I don't say he's wrong.
I am.
But you only hear one
I am right.
But the guy
Are there 7,000 wrong entries?
Yes, there is.
Okay. So there's 7,000 times that I could not even look up a subject as to what I said.
That is correct.
Right. So how am I wrong? Where I'm wrong is what this guy said to me. Why can't you ever fire anyone? I can't. I have a personality flaw. That's all.
Wait a minute.
What is it, Gary Puppet?
Howard, you said 7,000?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel. Could you chisel me into a Robin dummy real quick?
7,000. Is that more than 20?
I think.
Listen, I don't pick on you. It's just people ask me, how is it that you allow this to go on? I say, you know what it is? I feel bad for you. That's all. There it is.
Charity.
Well, I thank
Charity.
I thank you.
Some people give to Ethiopia. Some people do work for muscular dystrophy. My work is with you.
You're United Gary.
Your life is a telephone.
Right. People talk about charity. Charity begins at the office.
Yeah, you're United Gary.
That's right.
United Bowie.
You take Fred. You take Jackie. You take Billy. add up all their mistakes, and they don't even come close to 7,000.
Robin, this is going to be telethon for you soon.
Ooh. Gary's going to cripple me.
That's exactly right.
All right, Gary. Thanks for all your help, and good luck looking for a job, because I am leaving radio.
Don't leave
the studio. Watch your back.
Sir, does that answer your question?
Yeah, and he's not too deluded. I feel better now for his future.
Yeah. Well, what do you do for a living?
I do taxes.
Yep. Well, you have a living.
Right.
Yeah, government employee shouldn't have a problem.
No, I work against the government.
Don't
I'm trying
put it down.
to save people money.
And don't put it down, Gary. The guy's more qualified than you.
Not to produce the show, he isn't.
Oh, yes, he is. I bet you he don't make mistakes.
At least he can do our taxes.
That's true.
Can you count up to 7,000?
Gary Puppet wants to know if you can count up to 7,000.
Pretty easy, yeah.
Very good. He can have the job.
Flowey.
Flowey. Flowey.
7,000 times. No one caught it.
I can't believe any time he checked, it was all fine.
He didn't check.
All right.
He's a wise. He didn't even know how to work the computer. How could he have checked? He used to have people.
He couldn't even pull it up to look at it. Is that
Right.
what you're saying?
All right. Thank you, Gary. Thank you.
Can I go?
Yes.
I feel sufficiently stupid. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. No problem. It wasn't too hard.
Oh,
Do you feel better, sir?
Yeah, I feel great, thanks.
You do?
Yeah, I can go on with my day now. Gary, if you instead of fighting Howard all the time, maybe if you just took what he's saying and tried to apply, you know? I mean, what are you going to do now when you go back into the office?
Nothing.
Pout?
What's that? What am I going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to pout, or are you going to take what he said in advice and work on the 7,000 entries?
Of course I'm going to work
he's gonna
on them.
pout.
Yeah, he'll pout.
And then we gave him the information to correct the 7,000 entries. He gave it to interns.
Right.
He won't even check that.
That's
yeah,
not
and
true.
I'm sure he's not following
And
up.
guess what? And let me tell you, I'll clue you in something you don't even know. Out of the 7,000 entries, and they went back to correct them, they made mistakes on that.
Oh, boy. And he hasn't checked those mistakes?
No.
You know, I mean, these guys that work with you should learn. Obviously, you seem to be a perfectionist, and obviously it shows
I'm not a
in the product that you
perfectionist. I
put
just
out.
want all I want is the computer entered right.
Yeah.
That's all. And he's my quality control guy.
Well, these guys should take note of your work ethic and apply it to themselves, and I think
They could put out half of what I put out, and I'd be satisfied. Anything.
Right.
If they put out anything.
You ever hear the expression, sir, take the bull by the horns?
Yeah, right.
Nobody here takes the bull by the horns. Do you understand that?
They just leave it all in your lap to take care of.
Right. That's what I object to. That's what's worn me out. That's why I'm leaving.
Although it is kind of funny when you rag on Gary, I got to admit it.
It's funny, but it's really not funny.
I'm happy
I'm missing 7,000 entries.
I'm happy I'm there for your amusement, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
That's very kind of you. You're a very special person. Very kind.
All right, we have to take a break and do the news. We have a lot of things to get to. We have to pick up the pieces.
Now, I hope you roll under an oil truck and choke on your own blood.
Why?
He's a mean man. He's a mean-spirited person.
Okay.
He's not trying to help. He's not trying to help.
He did try to help. He gave you the best advice I've ever heard anyone give you.
He
summed it up in one sentence, this
He's just
guy.
saying something to get under my skin.
No, he
to get
said,
between you and I.
do you go back to the office and pout, or do you do something about it?
Well, of course I'm going to do something. I'm going to work on this project today.
All right.
And I you know, I'm going to work on it. But what else would you like me to do, sir?
It seems that you are constantly fighting. Howard's always wrong. You're always right.
That's not so.
Oh yes, he's right.
I've never said to Howard
got
you're
mad at
right.
Robin.
I've never said to Howard you're right. Hello.
You've never said to Howard you're right.
I never said to Howard, Howard, you're right and I was wrong.
I don't know about that, Gary.
Well,
I
go
bet
back
you
and
got
listen to the
things on tape.
In between.
How can you listen to the tape?
7,000 entries were there. We might be able to find.
I bet
How can you listen to the tape?
entries that aren't filed right now.
If you filed the entries. Thank you.
Yeah, those are probably 7,000 entries where you were ragging on Gary that he can't
He's
take
gone.
lots.
He's gone. He's gone. He left. You drove him out of the room. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Floppy Fluey.
All right, let's take a break and then do the news. Let's do the news.
Okay.
That call was very upsetting. I wasn't going to bring that up.
It was a tough one. Yeah, you never even mentioned that to me.
No, I'm too hurt by it. 7,000 times.
Ganji's got to get a shot of the computer monitor with the mistakes on.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really 7,000. I only missed the first 6,999.
Oh, you caught it on the 7,000.
Yeah. Better late
No,
than
you
never.
know what? Do you know what the truth is?
What?
Well, we're switching computer systems. So the guy comes in and he says, "There's 7,000 entries here that are all wrong."
So
Gary didn't
nobody
catch it.
had
No,
ever caught
no, no. The computer guy caught it. He says, you got 7,000. You have no idea what those entries are.
Ooh.
Out of how many? Like 7,000 out of 8,000?
Well, no, there's hundreds of thousands of entries, but
log quite frequently.
Yeah.
Pretty big.
That's a pretty big number.
At some point, you say, whoops.
Yeah, right. No dates, no nothing.
Could have been 10,000.
Somebody was here today.
That wasn't 7,000 days, Robin.
All right, we got to take a break, and we're going to relax. And then we'll come back. You'll do the news, and we'll get out of here.
That's right.
All right, very good. Bon Jovi on E! tonight. Anybody who enjoyed their appearance here was
That should be good, because lots to talk about Cher and Heather Locklear.
And lots of pictures of Heather running around in different little skimpy outfits. We like to throw that in on the
There
show.
was something in the tabloids this week that she keeps a beeper on her lover so that she can call him anytime she wants to have sex.
Yeah, my wife does that.
So she can just, buzz him up and say, get over here now, I need it.
Yeah. That buzzer goes off every 3 weeks with me. So I'm pretty lucky. And I don't want to miss it when she gets in the
That's
mood.
right, so you've got to be on beeper.
That's right. Okay, let's do the news, Robin.
Well, Howard, O.J. Jury selection will continue today. It seems that Judge Ito thinks all 300 prospective jurors have been tainted by all the publicity that has gone on around the case. And I can't get a good beat on how well that Faye Resnick book is doing. One minute I see that it's not selling at all in the paper, and the next I see that it's going to hit the bestseller list next week. So who can say? The O.J. revelations continue on the tabloid shows. Tonight there's going to be interviews with a soap actor who says that O.J. threatened to kill him because he thought this guy was getting too close to his girlfriend, Paula Barbieri. He also says that he thinks O.J. might have been stalking her as well as Nicole because Paula would have personal appearances to do around the country, and all of a sudden O.J. would just show up.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know what O.J., how could O.J. make money when he was doing all this stalking? I mean, he had so many women. When did he have time to work?
I don't think he needed to work. He had $10 million. So
yeah, but he did that Frogman movie.
Yeah, but that only takes you a week.
And he did that video. It was almost like, how did he take time off from all the stalking to get this stuff in?
Well, that really wasn't that was to meet babes. He did that work. To meet a new stock of girls to stalk, I guess.
I see. Well, this guy, whose name is Bill Thibodeau.
Bill Thibodeau.
Says that Simpson was jealous and left messages on an answering machine saying that if he went anywhere near Paula, he'd kill him.
Wow. And he's got the answering machine messages?
No, I don't know. He just says that he was living in the mansion with O.J. and he heard all this stuff, I guess. He doesn't even know who this soap opera actor was. That's O.J. making threatening calls.
No, Thibodeau.
But it seems that O.J. always had people living in his house for some reason or other.
Is that right?
Yeah, because this guy lived with him for a while.
Yeah, what's with these guys? They all have
they
guys.
All have the guy that they live with.
Yeah, if I was single, I'd have a guy I'd live
It's
with.
like your professional friend.
Yeah, I would do that.
Somebody who's at your beck and call, so whenever you feel like hanging out, that guy is there ready to hang out with you.
Life's a frat party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Club.
What?
Booty club.
Yeah, booty club. Booty juice.
And you either pay him some kind of salary, or you give him a guest house.
Yeah, like Ralph would be my guy.
I imagine so.
Yeah, Ralph could be there, blow out my hair before I meet the girls.
Mm-hmm. And then when you wanted to hang out.
Yeah, I got the whole thing worked out. Like, yeah, he's good at hanging out.
Right.
So.
You want to go to a club or something, Ralph would be right there with you to fend off anybody you didn't want to be bothered with and to make the girls come over.
Yeah, A.C. Cirilla.
Mr. H doesn't want to be bothered.
Let's get girls and bring them back to the pool.
Hey, Howard, let's hang out at the
Are you in
pool
the
and
mood
get
for
some
both
girls.
booty and juice, or just booty?
Hey, that girl's got a really nice ass. I want you to get some friends.
And that's what he would do. His job would be, when you are working, to scout girls.
Right.
This is cool.
And then be my buddy when I get off the
Sure,
air.
and anytime you felt like stacking the pool with girls,
He could do that.
Ralph would pull out his little black book and go to work.
Right.
So.
Hello, Scores. How are these girls over the house?
We want girls that don't suck.
You know, it's a great new move is when he leaves each day now, because he leaves before the end of the show. It's like, goodbye.
Goodbye. I'll see you later.
I have to go now.
Bye, dude. Bye, dude. Tomorrow.
You know what's funny to me about Ralph? That whenever he's explaining what he does, he says that you are 90% of his income. You're never 100%, which you are. He always lies and says you're 90%.
Oh, does he? Oh, I see. Oh, when he explains that how he makes a living?
Right. He says, well, Howard is 90% of my income.
Sure.
I want to know where this other 10 is.
Yeah, why doesn't he list that for us? The other 10 is food stamp. He legally got.
That always cracks me up when he says that.
Yeah, I know. He's like all embarrassed that he only works for me.
I'm a blood donor.
But anyway.
I'm a blood donor.
Yeah, get some money for giving a pint of blood. Meanwhile, they have two women who are going to be on a current affair that say Simpson cheated on his wife throughout the marriage. One of the women, a model, whose name is Cheryl Lynn, says that O.J. propositioned her while he was married. She said he later asked her to be a part of a love threesome with his longtime gal pal, Tawny Katane.
Can you imagine? She's going to go on TV tonight to admit that O.J. cheated on his wife. But, oh, you're kidding. The guy just finished murdering his wife. Oh, what are you, shocked? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
What's worse?
Yeah. Oh, gee. Oh, he also cheated on his wife. Oh, that's terrible. He must have done it.
Well, then that's for sure he's guilty.
What is it, stuttering?
Did you want to talk to Ralph? He's on the phone.
No.
All right.
He's at his other job.
He's doing his other 10%.
What do you want? What do you have, a car phone now?
Yeah.
Oh.
With the 90%.
Yeah. What other 10% do you make money?
All
right, goodbye.
That was the
idiot.
list.
Yeah.
A pickpocket.
Well, it's not interesting to me. We all know that O.J. cheated. What is interesting to me is that he asked her to be a threesome with Tawny Katane.
Oh, yeah.
And he said to this girl that Tawny liked her and wanted to be really close to her.
Oh, I could have gotten Tawny. I can't stand that I could have gotten her.
And he said something.
Imagine Tawny not being enough for you. You need a Tawny and another girl.
What would you think about being with O.J. and Tawny together, like the three of us, going back to his room? He's obviously at some hotel or something. So what do you think about the three of us getting together to go back to the room?
I'd swear if I was single, I'd be doing the same thing. I can't put the guy down for that. Hell, I'll be with O.J. and Tawny.
Even that intrigues me.
Yeah, I'll go for that. As long as he doesn't cut my head off.
Who that got my hand on my ass?
That's me, O.J. I thought you were Tawny's ass.
I don't think O.J. was asking any men to join in either.
No, O.J. couldn't handle it.
But last Friday, apparently, there was a release of a transcript of an outburst that O.J. had in front of the judge, where he was asking for his freedom. He says that he's not guilty once again, and he implied that he wasn't in the right frame of mind the night he took that little ride in the Bronco, that he was never trying to get away. He says it was very obvious to everyone that he had called his father-in-law and he was trying to get to his wife. But from what I read in the papers, he was traveling in the opposite direction.
Robin, the guy had $8,000 in cash.
I know.
In the car with him.
Well, that was money he had taken out for the kids.
Oh, yeah. That's money you take out so you can get out of the country.
He can loan his wife some money.
Yeah.
And he I think also that Robert Shapiro got very upset with O.J. and said,
would too.
if you don't shut up, I'm quitting.
No, that's not why he got upset. He got upset because O.J.'s out of money.
Well, there was that thing in the paper, too, over the weekend that O.J. is out of cash because he set so much aside for his legal defense and for his children.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like the lawyers are taken care of. It's O.J. who's out of luck.
Yeah.
So he was begging for his freedom. You know, he was wanting to be released on bail so they could delay the trial. It seems that both sides are now thinking that they can't get a fair trial. The prosecution and the defense seem to think that the jurors are now lying to get on this panel. They think they also, when they are told by Judge Ito not to listen to radio and television or read books or go into bookstores and look at magazines, that they're doing it anyway.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Lock them up!
Yeah.
Did you see that you helped the guy get disqualified? Did you?
No. What is that?
It was in the news Saturday. I was sure you
No,
guys
I
all
didn't see that.
It said one juror was disqualified because he said he didn't like Middle Eastern people, and he admitted listening to a tasteless O.J. Simpson bit on the Howard Stern show.
I got it. What paper was that in?
Saturday's Daily News.
I got it at home. I got to look that
good.
up.
All right, you got to get that one and bring that in.
Absolutely.
That's good.
That's incredible. I didn't know we had disqualified one of the jurors. They're continuing to bring
Jackie, why wouldn't you pull that out?
Well, I'm not a friend of the show.
You're not. You really isn't.
There you go.
You know,
I'm a perfect example.
It's in the Daily News. Like, who would think that nobody would have grabbed it?
What difference does that make? Grab it anyway.
You're the news person.
Oh, she's read every paper.
Excuse me, Jackie.
Why?
Have you never seen
I already apologize.
Duplicate work here? It's because we all want to make sure it gets on the air.
It's all right. He's busy he's busy with the jokes.
That's right. And Ganji, don't ruin my livelihood.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
All right, go ahead. Let's continue with the news.
So anyway, that's, the OJ stuff. They're going to be in their jury selecting. They're individually interviewing all of the jurors. The press is back. It seems that the jurors do better when they're interviewed one at a time for some reason or other. But this process is taking so long. OJ won't be tried until 1996 or something. Meanwhile, Kevin Costner, talk about a guy who's about to have the life you're dreaming of.
Go ahead.
Kevin Costner and his wife are splitting up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, now he's had this long-time image as a family man.
Yeah.
But there have been rumors swirling for years that he's been playing around.
Right.
So now they have finally announced that he and his wife of 16 years, she was the college sweetheart, are breaking up.
Oofa.
And they have requested that in this very difficult time that people allow them their privacy and their dignity. Lots of luck.
Is he leaving her for Whoopi Goldberg?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, I see.
But this is very interesting because can you imagine what can happen to Kevin Costner now that he doesn't have to hide?
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
What he would like to be doing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he's been, I guess, with this woman since his college days, so way before he became this huge star.
Wow.
And he said it put all kinds of strain on his marriage, being such a huge megastar.
Of course.
What kind of strain?
Listen, when a guy is in a position where he can be with beautiful models every day, it is an unbelievable temptation.
It was, but if you love your wife and your family...
It got nothing to do with it.
What?
It's like having everything in the world that you could ever want.
Well, wouldn't you want a happy family?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I mean, imagine being in a position where you could get, especially, been with the same woman 16 years.
At least. Let's say
Not
longer.
that there's anything wrong with that.
Their marriage probably only 16 years. He's known her since college.
You don't understand something. Men need variety. It's just something men need.
He is probably in the same position as you. Probably 20-some years.
Yeah.
He's been with this one woman.
Yeah. I know he's not in the same position because evidently he's been cheating all along. I'm honest. Come on. It's unbelievable to me.
I really am trying to understand.
It's unreal.
Because
women don't think like this. It's different.
I am trying. I'm really trying.
I'm telling you. Love leaves your dictionary. It goes from lottery to lowlife and skips love. It just does. I don't know how to describe it any other way. When you have fame, it's like Christmas, 365 days of the year, and women are the gifts. I mean, that's it. And but listen, if you hold your marriage dear,
let me think.
You try to hang in there. You try to hold on for every bit you can.
Stay out of Hollywood.
Try to stay out of Hollywood.
About you,
Lock
though.
yourself in the house. Stay away from everyone.
Because I did. You know how I always tell you your wife gives this certain look when she talks about you sometimes?
Yeah, I could trade that in.
No, but you got that look the other day, which I had never seen before.
About my wife?
No, you were talking about your kids.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you got this wacky look on you.
With gas.
Yeah. What was I saying?
You were Gary was talking about his baby or something.
Yeah.
and how it's going to change his life.
Yeah.
And
in a negative way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. But then all of a sudden your eyes glazed over, and you got that strange look, and you go, "Oh, but it's great."
Yeah. That's it, because my wife hypnotized me. That's what that glaze is.
It seemed like you were hypnotized.
That's right. It's only once in a very...
I think that you probably could never...
It's only once in a very blue moon does an a-hole in this position stay with his wife. And,
an a-hole. You got to be an a-hole to do it, huh?
Most guys just go ahead and do it. Now, I know every one of these guys on this show would cheat.
Nah, I don't think Fred would ever cheat.
Oh, yes, he would.
You don't?
Oh, I know he would.
No, you have to leave your...
I know Fred better than you.
You think?
I'm an expert on Fred.
Fred would cheat?
Yep.
I often wonder what would happen if I ever had that kind of...
Look, Fred, you already... I just know Fred would.
You think I've already cheated?
No. I think you would. I know Jackie does.
Sure. I would definitely be a conscious wrestler.
Yes, Fafafoe.
Here's that article that Jackie saw but neglected to bring in.
Okay, thank you.
Because somebody had it, see?
Thank goodness.
I just know. Billy's dying to cheat.
Well, when he had that little Colombian girl over at the thing, he was almost there.
Yeah.
I was. He's hoping for a remake of Under the Rainbow.
Here, listen to this. 10 jurors were questioned yesterday, and 5 of those were dismissed.
So this is Friday.
Yeah, they included one man who said he disliked Middle Eastern people and admitted he heard Howard Stern make a distasteful joke about Simpson on his radio show.
What
here's
does
a guy.
Middle Eastern people have to do with this case?
I don't know, but all I know is, here's a guy who wants to be on the O.J. trial. You know what to say to be on the O.J. trial. I like everyone. Yeah, I'm not racially prejudiced.
And I haven't heard Howard Stern.
Right.
Make O.J. jokes.
Yeah. Sort of. Couldn't keep his mouth shut.
See, there's a guy who's too dumb to even sit on a jury.
That's right. What else is in the news?
Well, this whole Kevin Costner thing, we were just discussing that. But anyway, Burt Lancaster.
He's good.
Very famous actor.
I'm thinking of putting him in my movie to play my father.
Too late. He's dead.
Oh, don't tell me that.
He died last week as a result of the complications of this stroke he suffered several years ago. I was just, what fascinated me about reading about him over the last couple of years? He got married in 1990, I guess.
Yeah.
And he also had his stroke that same year.
Yeah, that usually happens.
So, I wonder how old this woman was, number one.
Yeah.
And she's been sitting around there with him. He's been unable to speak, even.
He obviously was able to move what was in his pants. Finish me off. Unbelievable.
It amazes me what goes on out in Hollywood. So, somebody even grabbed him up just before he stroked out.
You know what my first thought was when I read that Burt Lancaster died? I said they might as well dig a hole for Kirk Douglas, too, while they're in there digging. They might as well dig one.
Move over, I'm coming in.
He can't be far behind.
Well, he said a few years ago when they made that last movie, Tough Guys or whatever it was called, Burt didn't necessarily want to do it, and he went to him and said, look, one of the other of us is going to drop first, and the other one will be here doing a eulogy. Let's have a little fun while we
right.
get together.
Yeah, real tough guys. Sitting there in a chair, can't move parts of their body.
Yeah, but this woman, she got him at the, just before all the life drained out of him.
Right.
And had to sit there for 4 years waiting for him to go. And she said he couldn't even recognize his friends.
Really?
He certainly didn't recognize her.
Wow.
And she's saying, well, I was there at the last.
Yeah, great. Yeah, but Burt wasn't.
He stroked my face and went away.
You could have been a puppy. All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
Howard Stern.
Hey, I want to do something for you. This will be for our television audience. I could tag this on to the end of one of the shows. This is the last thing. Let me see. Does this camera work? Yeah, I'll do it into this camera.
What?
Now watch this. I'll do it into that camera. Right.
What are you doing?
I'm doing an impression. Now, I'll do it into this camera, Robin. This is the last thing Nicole Simpson saw before she died. All right.
You really had to do that.
Now here's here's what Scott's wife sees before she dozes off. Turn over.
Check the answering machines today. My bag 5040 is important to me. Where's my hair?
What happened? Careful.
All right, that's for the E! show. You can tag that on to the end of one of the shows. So the audience will see that.
Oh, my.
Sometimes I'm afraid when we go away to commercial.
I know.
You come back with something like that.
I know. That's grade A material, Robin. You don't know anything. That's top notch. Comedians would die for material like that. This is the last thing Nicole Simpson saw. Having a little fun with the OJ mask.
Everyone else.
Here's if Scott the engineer and OJ end up in jail together.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, you. Where's my hair? Hey, where's my hair?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to let him wear a piece in jail.
Hey, you know, where's my cigarette? Makes me feel like the Coke. Put your tongue in my mouth. Certainly. Hope you don't mind a little nicotine on your teeth. Yes, you taste like cigarettes. Thank you.
And OJ ends up with Scott's hair.
That's after a night
of love. Let me just say one thing, OJ. I'll smoke you.
He wakes up with Scott's hair.
Right. Do a little puppet show here.
Are you done?
All right, the boys like that. That'll be good on for the television show. Once in a while, I got to do a bit that is good for television.
Now, quit my wig.
You know me, I love television. I love doing it. You know, I was watching Tom Snyder. I'm watching Tom Snyder on CNBC this weekend, and he has Mary Hart on, who, you know, is not Mary Hart on, but Mary Hart.
Oh, from Entertainment Tonight.
Mary Hart on. And he has her on the show from Entertainment Tonight, you know, the one with the legs.
Or not. Who knows?
Who knows?
Looks at her legs anymore?
And I'm interested in hearing what she has to say. I mean, you never get to see her interviewed, and it's so god-awful that I cannot believe CBS Television hired this guy to follow Letterman. It is just, it's just got to be Letterman.
Didn't hire that guy. Letterman said, "I want Tom Snyder."
It's Letterman's insecurity. It's got to be. He is awful, and on CNBC he's awful, and he will get no ratings on CBS Television. Except Conan. I mean, between Conan and Tom Snyder, they both won't get any audience. I'd love to go against Tom Snyder. Boy, that would be easy.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, that's true. That's not even a challenge. That's not even a challenge.
Why would you even?
Yeah, why would I bother with that? Why doesn't Letterman just mail sleeping pills to everyone in the United States so they'll go to bed after his show? Unbelievable.
A test pattern would be more interesting.
It is so comical that that's who he chose. I mean, I'd love to ask him about that. And for real. I'd like for him to be totally honest and say...
Well, he will never do this show.
Yeah, I would like for him to be totally honest and just say, you know what? I did it because I don't want anybody as good as me following me.
Look what happened to me.
Yeah. Yeah, look what happened to me. Look what happened to Johnny.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
I'm gone. I'm sitting out on the beach.
Yeah.
What else is in the news, Robin?
Oprah Winfrey ran a marathon this weekend.
I think she ran it to her refrigerator because for a woman who runs marathons so much.
They put her refrigerator 26 miles away?
Yeah, because she's so fat. You know, she ran 26 miles in 4 hours, which is not a bad time.
4.5, like 4:29 something, yeah.
But the woman still has big chubby arms and a belly. I mean, how do you do that? She must eat a tremendous amount.
For a marathon and still have
God.
that kind of physique.
She must be training on macaroni and cheese. Unbelievable.
She had to take a bus.
Yeah.
She took a bus, you think?
She got on the subway like, who did that year?
Rosie Ruiz.
Rosie Ruiz.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Well, they have Oprah's training schedule.
Eat at 5 o'clock, run at 5:30. Eat again at 6.
Listen to to this. She was doing a Sunday run of 18 to 21 miles at a 10 to 10.5 minute a mile pace.
Wow.
On Monday, 3 to 4 miles of a brisk walk. Tuesday, a 7-mile run on a soft surface indoors.
No wonder she has no energy for a TV show anymore. It's all lame.
Wednesday, 7-mile interval run with 2 to 3 minute spurts of faster running and weightlifting.
And she's still heavy.
Thursday, she did a 7 to 8.5 mile solid paced run.
Amazing.
On Friday, walk on a treadmill, stair climbing machine, or exercise bike for 60 to 90 minutes. She should be a rail.
Imagine having that much time, too.
And on Saturday, she ran 4 to 5 miles easily.
Wow. Oh, 4 to 5 miles.
Yeah, but, you know, just at an easy pace.
Oh, I see. And how long was the marathon?
26 miles.
Wow. And she's that heavy? I mean, she's still got a big girth on her. But she's a big bone girl.
I don't think that's bone.
That's a bone. A lot of meat on that bone.
Really?
And what's the secret? They tie a pork chop to her head, and it stays out in front of her.
It's on a stick.
Yeah,
Right in front of her.
Yeah, there's the secret right there. She's running.
That's when she has to do a real fast pace.
Right.
Like a greyhound.
Well, I don't know how she does it. There's also a new unauthorized biography out about Oprah, and they're excerpting it in the Post this week. There's all this stuff in there about Oprah's years as a sex toy. This was the years in her teens when the entire Oprah the Winfrey family used her as a sexual object.
Yeah, what was that all about? Everyone was using
She says at 12 and 13, she lived, actually this book says, Oprah's not saying anything. At 12 and 13, she lived in the same 2-bedroom apartment with her 14-year-old male cousin. They slept in the same bed. Now, whose idea was that?
Jackie Marlowe.
And before long, he began to fondle her, and finally he raped her.
Lucky dog.
You got Oprah.
Oprah later said, I didn't tell anybody about it because I thought they would blame me for it. I remember blaming myself and thinking something must be wrong with me. Yet, as she would admit later, the sex felt good.
She was everyone's Christmas present. They just put a bow on her ass and put her under the tree.
So, I don't know. I mean, she calls it rape, but I don't know.
She liked it, but she didn't like it.
Oh, what's going on here? So anyway.
She'd have sex with her uncle for Twinkies.
She said after that, she started rebelling and having sex with a variety of men and boys, some of whom were relatives.
Jesus.
She said that she desperately wanted love from her mother, but her mother was elsewhere.
So that's how she ran 26 miles. They told her uncle was behind her.
In the years that followed, she became more and more of a sex toy to male family members and their friends. One of the men who wanted sex was her favorite uncle, Uncle Trenton, her father's brother. She said that one day when she was 14, the two of them were alone and they began an incestuous affair that would last for some time.
So she would have sex with all these guys willingly? Is that what the book said?
It sounds like. This is what they're saying, that she wasn't fighting it. She was just doing it.
She dug it.
She started staying out late, running away from home, staying out all night. She was only 14 years old.
How'd she learn how to speak so good and everything? She was such a bad girl.
Well, then they sent her to her father's place.
Oh.
And apparently they got her in line.
Formerly Jimmy's Comedy Hour.
And then when they sent her home to wherever her father was, shortly after she got there, the father's wife, her stepmother, discovered that Oprah was pregnant.
Really?
Yeah, but she miscarried, so.
Wow. Too bad. I would like to see the baby that came out from her and her uncle made it.
That's when she sat down and started listing all the people she had sex with, because they were trying to, I guess, determine who had done this to Oprah. And so, 3 days later when she finished this list, they were all devastated.
My baby had 8 toes.
On 1 foot.
From Uncle Jim,
and
or whatever
an eye
it is.
right in the middle of his forehead.
Uncle Letch.
Got an arm in his back.
She must have gotten speech lessons between sex.
Yeah, that's some wild time there.
Mommy, I'm pregnant. The baby is my own nephew.
If you give me a map, I'll show you the radius of where his fathers could be.
Oprah, way to go.
Yeah. She apparently was not a virgin at the age of 13 either. So, very young start for Oprah Winfrey. Burt Reynolds is also in the
Let's make her life story. Maybe we should, like, write a sketch where we have Oprah's life story.
Oh, boy.
You know what I mean? It's like uncle comes over, cousin comes over.
Hello.
Hello there, Oprah. How am you?
Lie on the floor.
You have a punch card.
It's the Avon
How many
lady.
times have you had Oprah? Today you get her twice. Your
Ding
card
dong.
is full.
Oprah, spread your legs.
Ding dong. It's the Avon lady. Oops, I dropped a chocolate ball.
You got to. Oprah has to triangulate to find the father of her baby.
Hey, Oprah, I'm here. Ray, what are you doing here? It's my day today.
Burt Reynolds was once again upset with a reporter. You know, he's on that book tour, and we've heard a lot of talk about Burt not feeling too happy when he meets reporters who haven't read his book. He gets a little upset, a little hot under the collar. I even saw that Tonight Show appearance. Did you see footage?
No.
From his Tonight Show appearance with Jay Leno?
No.
He cut Jay's tie, and, you know, he's supposed to be the playful Burt.
Yeah. Funny Burt.
At that moment. But you look at this man's face. This is not a happy man.
No, he's like angry.
And I would not have had him near me with a pair of scissors.
We wanted to ask Burt when we questioned him, why are you so angry? What are you angry at? Are you angry at your hair? What are you angry at?
There was another guy who, you know, Burt's paneling now, and he's sitting there, and there's another guy, I don't know who this guy was, in the chair next to Jay, and he was trying to take a sip of, you know, one of those cups of water they put out there.
Yeah.
And Burt hit the cup and knocked it into the guy's face, spilled water all down the front of him. I was just
I saw a thing
out
with
of
Burt.
his mind.
I saw Burt on CNBC being interviewed by someone, and Burt said he was talking about George Jessel
Yeah.
and what a bad hairpiece George Jessel used to wear.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, it was the most bizarre
Are you
piece.
serious?
Yeah, he told the whole story about it. And he goes, he wore this thing on his head that looked like a rug.
Oh, is he delusional?
Yeah.
Well, his
But Burt's
hairpiece,
angry.
His hairpiece came up on this other talk show. He was somewhere peddling his autobiography, My Life, and blew up at Ron Owens on Wednesday when a caller asked if his toupee was dead or alive.
And what Burt got mad at the host?
He started screaming at the host, "You're supposed to protect me from stupid calls like that."
What's so stupid?
And he stormed out of the studio, but was talked into coming back in.
He's just angry. I'm telling you, he's angry about the hair. That's when he smacked Judy Carney. His hair, he saw hair falling out of his head.
So Burt, that was another one of those things that happened just before he ended the tour and went home to Florida because he couldn't take it out there on the road.
Did the sun come up again? I'm angry. Angry at the sun for rising.
And, of course, the Martha Raye funeral.
Yeah, we got to get invited
was
to that.
Weekend.
Oh.
No, it already happened. She was buried in Fort Bragg. I think that's in South Carolina. They say, you know, her daughter was estranged from her, and they had a big court battle over her money while she was alive after she married Mark Harris. But both the daughter and Mark were at the funeral together.
That's lovely.
So...
That must have been lovely. I wonder if our flowers were displayed. We haven't heard yet.
Yeah, did Gary actually
We sent $500 worth of pansies.
make that call?
Hey, Fred, you got to play commercial?
We certainly do.
Well, yeah, we better do it now because that's all I've got.
Yeah, and then I'll do the plugs when we get back. What happened with the flowers? Did they send them?
The Florida City sent them, but we didn't send pansies. We went with the American flag.
Oh, we did?
The
Oh, that's
private
right.
parts of the movie.
Private parts.
Oh, no, we didn't put that on
Oh,
there,
yes,
did
we
we?
did.
Really?
Of course. A little promotion.
Oh.
All right, let's take a break.
Wait a minute. There's one other thing I got to ask you about. Have you seen this stuff about Senator Alphonse D'Amato making a very sexist remark about the Republican lieutenant gubernatorial candidate?
Hubba. What'd he say?
He said, you know, they're having trouble getting Rudolph Giuliani, the mayor of New York, to endorse, what's his name, Pataki, George Pataki.
George Pataki. Tanky.
So I guess in his office, so with a bunch of guys or something like that, D'Amato said that this Betsy McCoy should make Giuliani an offer he couldn't refuse to get that endorsement.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know, but a lot of people are very upset and asking him to apologize, and he apparently is laying low now because of all the fallout.
They don't have that on tape, right?
No.
I don't think it happened.
Me neither.
But he is.
Senator Al was just kidding. I remember when he told me FDR good.
So I don't know whether he said it or not.
Hey, let me take a break here, then we'll end the show. Go ahead. Let me talk about Snapple, too. Is that up first? Did you see Snapple's stock went through the roof?
Yes, I heard.
Yeah. Wish I owned a little bit of that.
I don't have any of it either.
Why didn't we know how good Snapple is? Why didn't we buy stock? What's wrong with us?
Could have gotten in at the
Did you
very
own it?
beginning.
No.
You don't have it?
No, I didn't get it.
Why do you give me a dopey look for?
I'll tell you later.
Oh, you just have a dopey look all the time. Okay,
No,
I didn't
I'll tell you later.
There's a reason for this dopey look.
I don't know. He shot me a dopey look.
When Snapple went public, they sent the president of the company sent you a bunch of letters, but you just didn't do anything about it.
Because who knew? I mean, I love the product, but I didn't know it would go through the roof.
That's right. We know nothing.
Yeah. They should have just, put it in a secret account for me. You know what they should do? They should just hire me to do one of those commercials instead of Wendy and pay me a fortune. That's what they should do, Robin.
Well, they were going to sell you some stock.
Yeah. What commercial was I watching the other day? One of our sponsors has somebody weird doing a commercial.
Was it the Eagle Vision?
Yeah. Greg Kinnear?
Yeah.
I
cringe every time I see them.
Yeah, why'd they hire him? Bastards. Hire me. Howard Stern.
Yeah, why is he doing it?
Yeah, I'm funny.
He never said one word about them until they gave him money.
All right. I like the car before they gave me money. All right, anyway, Robin, here's the point. Snapple is so good that it is so good. Thank you.
It's too good. It's so good that it's too good.
It's so good it's too good. It's so good, right?
I just bought another case the other day.
Iced tea. Did you buy the iced tea?
Yeah. I love the iced tea. I buy a case and I keep it in the basement, just keep putting them in the refrigerator, because if you buy a couple at a time, it just goes too quick.
It does. It goes very fast. Everyone loves the iced tea. I keep my house stocked with iced tea.
And that wide mouth bottle must be good for Baba Boo.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
It is.
I like to glug Snapple.
And plus it wets down your lips and teeth and gums.
Right. I let a little trickle down the sides of my neck.
Snapple is made from the best stuff on earth.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to the Howard Stern
All right, we got to get out of here. Thank you, Gilbert. All right. We don't have time for that. Some woman yelling at me on the phone, but I don't know if I have time. If you want to yell at me real quick, you can, but I've got to get going. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah,
Howard.
What is your problem?
Howard, listen. You are a very high controversial...
Controversial.
Whatever. Listen.
Let me hear you say it.
You know,
say controversial.
Controversial. Oh, I can't say it now because I'm upset right now.
No,
with
you can't
Listen.
say it because you don't speak my language.
I do. You want to speak my language?
Yes, mis sabios de pesca la cocina.
Listen, I do not speak Spanish, okay? Very far from it. But listen to me.
What do you
I had
speak?
to call you this
What do you speak?
Hungarian. Do you speak Hungarian, Howard?
Yes.
All right, well, talk to me in Hungarian.
Mis sabios de pesca la cocina.
Oh, come on, stop being silly. Listen to me.
What are you
For most of the time, you know, your show is enjoyable. I know that you voice
like
a lot
goulash?
of people's opinion. Howard.
Turn off your radio.
Can I talk seriously to you for like 2 minutes?
All right, I'll talk seriously quickly, but turn off your radio, Mrs. Aristide.
Turn off this radio, please, because he can't hear me. Listen.
She's hungry.
No, she's
Howard.
Hungarian.
Howard, please. Okay? I listen to you on
What is your problem?
My problem
Who cares
is
when you
that
Of course you listen in the morning. I'm only on in the morning.
You just passed a really, really nasty remark, and you made jokes about something that's a very serious topic, which is child abuse.
What?
Yes, you.
Are you insane?
You were making fun of Oprah Winfrey and that she was sexually abused.
She wasn't sexually abused. She was willing partner.
Listen, that's not what the woman claimed.
That's what the woman did claim. That's what Robin just read to me.
Well, who wrote
She got into the sack with her cousin, and she liked what was being done to her. What do you want from me?
Is that true?
When you have a 13 and a 14-year-old, it's kind of hard to call it abuse.
Who are you asking if it's true?
I always thought that she was sexually.
Well, that's of course that's because you don't think with your head.
Out with it, and she.
You don't listen. You're Hungarian. Maybe you have trouble with the language. You don't even understand.
You know, you are a piece of work.
You're not intelligent enough to listen to the show. You have to watch children's. You have to watch Barney tapes.
Listen, you know, you are a real.
And this Oprah says, and listen to this. Oh, I'm a jerk. You don't understand what you listen to, and I'm a jerk.
Was measured in height, you would be licking the moon man sitting down.
Oh,
okay?
how bad are you?
Goodbye.
This Oprah says, ma'am, this Oprah says she was abused by a fence. You believe it? All right, let's get out of here. What a dope. She don't even hear what we're saying. What a nitwit. That's from Hungry, no less.
I don't understand why the second word out of her mouth was one she couldn't pronounce.
Yeah, that's true of most people. They pick words they can't pronounce.
Oprah Winfrey.
You know, if there was a word I knew I couldn't say, I wouldn't say.
Stay away from that. Get another word.
Yeah, pretend it didn't exist.
She put it right up front.
Yeah. Hungarian. My foot. Hungry. What side were they on in World War II? Nazis, right? Sure. Yeah. Another
conquered.
Another Hungarian coming over here and acting and enjoying the fruits of this country. Meanwhile, she fought against us in World War II. Her and her whole damn family. Pig.
She's trying to forget.
Yeah. Like those Ukrainians. Bastards. She gonna criticize me. Friggin' anti-Semite. Jackie New Rape joke page Martling to order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD or cassette. It's only $10 plus free shipping and handling. Halloweeny special, except for that woman. Buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING.
You know what I thought was funny? I mean, here we had just really been ridiculous about Burt Lancaster dying.
That's what I couldn't figure out what she was mad at.
She's worried about Oprah.
Yeah.
That was wrong.
It was Mrs. Kirk Douglas.
Yeah. This Saturday at 8 p.m., Jackie hosts Woofstock, starring Leon Russell in New Orleans, sponsored by the LASPCA. For information, call 516-9221. Jackie getting involved in charity work. Don't miss Boy Gary, plus the very first public appearance of the Gary puppet since his abduction this Saturday from noon to 2 at Tops Appliance City in Long Island City.
Making another appearance?
Oh, boy.
What are you doing? You bringing the Gary puppet?
I have nothing to do with this.
What do you mean?
This is a station function.
Why is the Gary puppet going?
As far as I know, a replica of the Gary puppet has been made.
Oh, okay.
So that the real Gary puppet is safe.
All right. Don't miss Stuttering John's band appearing. By the way, you worked your computer very well for writing your own plug.
I didn't do that.
No mistake.
I didn't do that. The station did that.
Don't miss Stuttering John's band. Well, ask the station to make it bigger. Don't miss Stuttering John's band appearing at the Birch Hill in Old Bridge Township, New Jersey this Friday night. And Stuttering John's band will be at the Roxy in Huntington, Long Island this Saturday night, October 29th. And if you're planning a wedding or Christmas party and you need a mobile DJ, now's the time to call Scott the Engineer's Rockin' Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. And as Scott always says,
music. The way you like it.
All right, very good.